Okay. I do know I need to change my description because I have Super Savage Father Day RimWorld stream with mustache.
Oh.
Yep, you do.
Oh, Jesus God.
I told you it was for Father's Day.
Hang on, I'm still in an advertisement. All
Yep.
I see is a sweater right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, there it is. Oh, my God.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I like to imagine what I'm about to see. Like, I feel like I might have an idea here. Oh, Happy Father's Day!
Oh, God.
Also, my Go Live notification has, from the very beginning, roll with the cool kids.
Mac, unironically love the mustache.
Thanks, buddy. It used to, when I first cut it, it was out to here. Like, it came down to here. I looked like a bandito. It was rad as hell.
Here, I'm going to throw up a quick Discord advertisement. Excellent.
Okay, just throwing up Dungeons and Dragons so people don't. Oh, you son of a gun. Okay, we'll get started in a couple seconds, guys.
Yep.
All right.
Alright, and hopefully that will fix it. Just Twitch has this really weird problem where it won't update the game that I'm playing properly. Unless I, like, do a sacrifice to the gods. So, hopefully it... God damn it.
Welcome to Technical Difficulties, the stream, part 3.
Yeah. Okay. It won't let me change which game I'm playing.
Oh.
Dungeons. Oh, you son of a gun.
Whoa, language.
Dungeons. This is a Christian stream?
This stream is for Christians only. Have you been baptized?
No.
I don't think Asgoth has been baptized.
Baptized?
Alright,
Okay.
Dunker.
Might have been, actually.
Dunker anyway. Just
Does
Dunker
anyone...
like an Oreo.
Hey, real quick question. Is anyone looking... Oh, there we go. Okay. It is now working as it should be. All things as they should be, perfectly balanced. Let me pull up...
in harmony.
Work in harmony. I'm going to pull up all you guys' stats real quick, and then we will get going.
Nice. Yeah, stats.
Everyone...
Stats.
Has everyone tuned in to the thing just to see if they could hear properly?
I tuned it in last I heard I could hear. I muted it though. So.
Yep, everything sounds fine.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That should be good.
Let me pull my cool microphone closer.
Hello, cool
How's
kids.
it going? Welcome to my ASMR.
Alright. So I think we're doing pretty good. I have everything checked and everything like that. So...
I'm still on the floor looking at professional. I'm a professional content creator.
I'm just sitting in bed, so you're not, like...
Oh! Why did I do that? No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wants death.
Okay.
He's assuming direct control.
Exterminate!
Alright. Is there any way I can output? Okay, yeah, there we go. That should fix it. I don't want to hear myself anymore. Okay, there we go. Okay. Is anyone hearing on the Twitch stream at all? Just so I can double check that everything sounds good before we get going.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm double checking. I don't hear anyone telling me anything, so okay, I'll try to cut this part out. Okay. Okay, Can someone talk real quick just so I can get a quick sound check from everyone?
All right.
Whoa. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. That should be... Yeah! Okay. That kid's on crack.
I just dropped it straight up.
Okay. All right. Okay. Everything should be hunky-dory. Everyone, welcome to the Role Players Podcast. I'm super excited to be on episode 3 right now. So if you're here right now on Twitch, make sure to subscribe to, or not subscribe, follow this Twitch channel, which is Polymac1. And then, because that's where we're going to be streaming basically every single one of our D&D podcasts from. Welcome the mustache.
Hell yeah.
If you want to find
Love it.
more from me, make sure to go to the Role Players Podcast YouTube channel and subscribe to us there so you don't miss out on any stream. Even if you can't catch us live, you can always see us there. I upload every single stream that we do to there right away. Other than that, you can also check me out on Instagram. If you go down below, you can find stuff, how to find me there. Why don't we start up at the top with Pat? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Pat?
Yeah, my name is Patrick. This is my second major campaign for D&D. And a fun fact for me is I was an RA for 2 years. Now pass.
Oh.
Nerd.
Hey, I resided over the nerds.
Okay.
So you were the nerd king.
The king of the nerds. Nice. Good to know.
You're the final boss of the nerd dungeon.
There we go.
Yep.
All right, so then why don't we go to Thomas over there?
Hey guys, my name is Thomas, and I am a professional artist for space, just in
Ooh.
general. Yeah, there you go.
That's it? Or are you going to tell them about, Fancy
Oh,
Penguin Productions or
Make
Sole
sure,
Proprietor?
as usual, go subscribe to Fancy Penguin Productions on YouTube. We do gaming, and we do other stuff, and we're moderately active. Don't forget to go on Twitter and follow @Thomas_today, the greatest Twitter of all time. It posts a picture of me every single day. If you
Every
haven't
single day.
followed, what are you doing? Okay, great.
All right,
Nerd and ladies.
so real quick, we're going to do a couple things. In the future, I'm going to have to change the slideshow because that's not active. It's not refreshed at the moment because you guys just leveled up to level 2. Would you guys? I'm going to go through and just ask you guys for 2 things real quick.
Sure thing.
The first one that I'm going to ask you for is Tanith. Will you tell me your max HP right now?
My current max HP is 19.
Perfect.
20.
And has your
Jesus,
AC
guys.
changed at all?
No, it has not.
Okay. And then has your passive... I'm guessing your passive hasn't changed. You haven't done an ASI.
No,
Then...
well, I haven't.
Asgarth,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is your max HP? Sorry,
Is it
Pat.
nerd time?
Patrick, what's your max?
20.
It's 20.
Oh, crap, I'm only one behind you.
Ooh.
And
Jesus
then
Christ, guys.
AC hasn't changed. Okay, and then Larso, what is your max HP?
Wait, guys. I want everyone to mute me while I tell Mac. No, my max HP is a cool 11.
We need one squishy character, right?
What?
I said we need one squishy character, right?
Yeah, we got the squishy. We got 2 tanks. We gotta have
Gotta
some
get the
damage.
glass.
It's gotta be
We
fair,
don't
right?
know what-
Okay.
We don't know what Van and Rodrigo are going to be like yet, but
Well, at least for a little bit squishier than me.
yeah.
Maybe?
All right. So thank you guys for that information real quick. Make sure if you guys have anything down like below for extra information that you only want me to know, make sure to just send it to Mac, not MacBot, in Discord.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
we don't want any sensitive information getting into Mac.
yeah, he might try to kill
No,
Mac
MacBot
again.
is dangerous.
Yeah, MacBot's gonna come after you. All right, so thank you guys for all that information. We're going to start by having Thomas did last week's update. So we're going to go with Jordan. Jordan, would you mind telling us what happened last session?
Oh, God.
Alright, so we stumbled across a potential gang war, which we then proceeded to prevent said gang war by tracking down a couple of drug-dealing preteens and putting a nice safe stop to that. We did murder some people, but it's okay because they were the bad gang, and we're friends with the good gang, who are the bakers. We also hung out in the market a lot and generally made fools of ourselves. I talked to a lot of pigeons. Larso got pickpocketed by one of the drug dealers. They gave him his money back, though. We also got paid. We did get paid. Pretty good money, so that's good. I think that's all the big stuff I can really remember is murder, drug deals, and gang wars.
Awesome.
It's like West Side Story all over.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's like Cats the musical all over it.
There we go. All right, so I think it's a pretty good update. You guys did end the night by having a sort of raucous, crazy night, drinking clear with your good friend Chichio and your other good friend Domingo, who joined you guys. One thing I didn't mention that you guys noticed while you're having a crazy night is that you notice two figures slipping into the tavern toward the end of the night, and they're two people that you recognize. This is Rodrigo and Vin. They sort of slide into the tavern, and they don't look like they've been doing anything crazy, but they look very tired, and they sort of just say hi. Vin is like, doesn't even say anything. He just kind of walks past you up toward his room, and Rodrigo stops and talks, and he tells you that him and Vin went up to the academy, and that they have been in the library all day, doing some research on a couple different things, and he's excited to mention that Vin has made some cool progress on some of his inventions that he's been working on.
Nice.
Yeah. Other than that, he kind of goes, I'm real tired, and we have an early morning tomorrow that me and him are going back to the academy. We're doing a couple things. So you might see us tomorrow. And he kind of leaves and goes up the stairs, and you guys finish your night. Like I said, everyone's in the taverns congratulating you, asking questions about you. You sort of tell them a slight story, kind of about what happened, and they sort of, you start hearing mumbling in the tavern amongst other people, of them retelling the story to new people who are walking in. Did you hear?
Sitting a telephone.
Yeah, did you hear what happened? And it doesn't. You guys listen in slightly, and you don't notice anything like super crazy, like them telling something that is like patently not true. It's rather accurate. There may be like one or two things like, oh, there was a crazy more amount of the red pads, but than there really were. But that's not going to hurt anyone really.
Yeah.
Other than that, you start hearing a little mumbling in the bar of just telling people retelling the story. Like I said, by the end of the night, you guys sort of just stumble to your beds and sleep the night off. You are awoken. All of you are awoken slightly over time in the morning. Not by the tavern. The tavern is relatively quiet, and Thomas, your character Larso, would know this specifically.
Yep.
But the tavern is pretty quiet in the morning. A couple like drunks will come in the morning before work. They'll get something to tide themselves over for the day. And so you'll have a couple people moving in and out of the tavern, but typically it's just Chichio, the bar owner, just sort of getting ready for the day. He start cooking things and things like that. But what does wake you is the sort of, slight noises that slowly gets louder as the city wakes up. You can hear people walking, talking, yelling at each other. A couple, town criers. You hear wheels over rough cobblestones running down. All sorts of the normal city vibe that starts going on. And one by one, you sort of come down into the tavern, and Chichio, lays out a couple meals for you, and he waves his hand like, "Don't worry about it. This is on me. You guys did a good job last night, dealing with all those people. It saved us a lot of trouble. This one's on me." And it's just a hearty breakfast,
Oh my god! Can Can I eat it?
No, he's setting it in front of you, and he says, "Don't eat it." No, yeah, obviously you can eat it. He's giving it to you for
okay,
free.
Great.
Well, thank you. That is pretty kind of you.
He goes, yeah, don't worry about it whatsoever. This is on me.
Hell yeah.
All right. Good time.
Cool.
Now, I will remind you, like I said, this is completely open world. So I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds to talk about things that you're interested in doing.
Okay.
You do two things before I let you guys talk for a little bit. Is you do see Rodrigo and Ven. They sort of come by, sweep through. Ven kind of like takes a couple bites and he's like, ugh. Oh, I can't eat something gruel like this. And then, Rodrigo kind of rolls his eyes and kind of scrapes it all up real quick, and they leave the tavern. And they say, we'll be back tonight. Just make sure to tell us if you guys go anywhere, And then they leave. Other than that, you do end up seeing Domingo come down, and he goes back to the same the same little chair he's been at, the little booth he's been at, and he pulls out his papers again, and he starts going over. So I'm going to let you guys talk. I'm going to go get something to drink, but just go over what you guys kind of want.
Well, I know that there are some supplies I would like to get now that I have the money for them. Do you know, also, where I could get a lot of incense and charcoal, mostly?
Incense and charcoal. Well, we probably don't want to go to the castrum, because I feel like... Well, I bet you they'd have incense in the castrum, but I don't know about charcoal.
I do need quite a lot of it. It's the main thing I am worried about.
Oh, and also one other thing. You remember that there is a job board, correct?
Oh, no, we didn't. Okay.
Well, he mentioned it slightly, that there was a job board just down the street from the tavern, if you guys were interested. I just didn't know if you guys would remember. It was something really brief that Pat was about to go and look at.
Yeah, that I asked about.
And then you were about to go, and then Brooks was kind of like, no, we're going to do this instead. So.
Sounds all right.
I think, generally, so we should definitely, stock up on some supplies, just if anyone needs any, first of all. Like you said, Jordan. And then...
Yeah, I need some spellcasting components.
Yeah, and then maybe, I think there's two routes we could take. We could go to the job board, or we could try to follow up on the quests from last time. Is there anything left to do there?
I
seem to remember that there was something else.
There wasn't really anything else. Do you want me to
Not
go over
directly.
what happened just so you guys are clear, or?
No, I think I remember what happened at the end. I just forgot if there was something. Well, I guess the only thing left untouched is there's still conflict, but there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, and that, to be honest, that was happening before, and Thomas, you kind of knew about that. I mean, all the gangs sort of bump up against each other every once in a while, but this is one where, the red pads are obviously trying to move into the red rows.
Yeah.
And it's just something that happens. They're two gangs,
Well, I think we could get supplies and hit the job board, because I don't know if I have anything else to do.
No, the only thing I can really think of other than that would be, I believe Domingo is the one that has a job that would involve leaving the city, but I would rather wait for Rodrigo and Ben for that one.
Agreed.
Yeah.
For the sake of Mac, if nobody else.
No, to be honest, I thought you guys might do that, so you literally do whatever you want. There's nothing stopping you. If you guys want to leave town, I'll figure it out with the players, we'll be good.
I think that the job board would probably make more sense for now.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's stuff we can tie up in the city.
Yeah. Gotta do all the side quests before you continue with the main quest, guys.
There you go.
Make sure you're strong for the story.
Yep. So I just have a little bit of shopping to do, and that's about it until we do the job board.
Perfect.
Although after said shopping, I will need an hour, but...
Yeah, so are you guys all going together? What? So tell me exactly where you guys are going on the map.
Well,
Tanith needs to look for some special not like specifically spellcasting stuff, but she needs it for spellcasting, so I don't know.
Your components,
I
yeah.
was asking Larso if he would know where to get incense, charcoal, and my little brass brazier.
Larso
or whatever the
would,
heck
but
I need.
Asgarth definitely would know.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, just from your background, Asgarth, you would know, being a paladin in the city, you would know where to get, those, like, components.
Well, that was more recently that I became a paladin.
Right. But you would know in the area, like, because I'm not going to go over everything, but with your background that we talked about, you would know.
Okay.
Perfect.
I also kind of want to see if I can buy a better weapon somewhere eventually.
Yeah, I might grab one. I don't know.
So,
I think I'm okay with my spear.
if you guys are looking at the map,
Yep.
by the way, everyone on Twitch right now, if you're interested in seeing all of our maps, you can scroll right down below the stream, and you can click on the My World Anvil link, and it will bring you to our World Anvil. We always have maps there. We have all sorts of stuff that you guys can look at there if you guys are interested. Okay. So, the places that you would know incense-wise is incense you're only going to be able to get 2 places. It's not something that everyone really needs. Well, there's a couple places. There's a couple temples around town that you probably could get them from. There is also obviously you guys can go to the castrum. It's going to have a lot more fancy goods. And then the people's temple on the mount is another place that you could get it.
Okay.
Hey, Mac.
Yeah.
I want to buy a sword.
Okay, well, most markets have someone selling weapons so far.
Great.
The best quality
cool.
weapons are going to be in better markets, but you get what I'm talking about.
Okay, cool. I kind of want to buy a hand crossbow. I'm going to put that out there.
Okay, did you not start with one?
No, I started with a bow.
Oh, okay, yeah. You would know this specifically. You could get a hand crossbow in the Red Rose. You could get one in the Ascending Plaza. You could get one in the Boxito Market, where you got the candied fruits.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go wherever you guys want to go, and I'll just shop with you. Or I guess I could just run. Hey, Mac, which market would have the best hand crossbow?
Do you want the absolute best one?
Well, like a pretty damn good one.
Yeah, I mean, the best one you're going to find is in the castrum.
In the castrum? Okay,
but
so I'm going to make
the
a
second
quick trip
best
to the
is going to be
castrum.
the Ascending Plaza.
They're both in the same-ish.
Yeah, we might as
area,
well just go to the castrum.
Yeah,
Since that's where I might find some of my stuff.
Yeah, so we'll head to the castrum then, everybody?
Do we want to go to the job board first, because that's actually closer, and then if we need any supplies for a job?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah,
we can check
yeah.
that and then determine what else we might need.
That's a good idea, in case we need bombs or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me 1 second. So I also just put a thing on there for the People's Temple, so you guys know where that is on the mount. I thought I had it on there, but I didn't apparently. So you guys should be able to see that. I'm going to change that real quick. But yes, so where are you guys heading again? I kind of spaced out a little bit.
I believe the castrum.
Yeah, the castrum.
plan.
We're stopping at the job board first.
Oh, the job board.
okay.
Ah.
So you sort of say your goodbye to Chichio. He goes, make sure you guys stay safe out there.
Yeah, no problem, Chichio. Can I kick the door open?
Sure.
Bye.
I scream. I just go, ah!
Nice.
And we're in the city. We built this city. We built this city on blood and dirt.
Blood and bone, man.
Oh yeah, blood and bone.
That's all right for the Wydic Empire.
Yeah,
Pretty
probably.
accurate.
Elvish blood and bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
We're gonna find so many elvish burial grounds.
Yeah. That's why they're all haunted, right? No.
Yeah. Oh god. No shaman. It's fine.
Yeah. So, you guys leave. You know, you like I said, you say bye to Chia. Walk down the street, and not very far away from where you are is this sort of big board, and it's literally just slats of wood that people have just like nailed pieces of parchment to.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And you see all sorts of crazy crap. You know, a lot of other people offering services. You know, some of it is like for performances that are happening. Others are like wanted boards.
Oh.
So you want to be a part of the Red Patches?
What do you need? No. So,
Looking for an artist to do some free drawings for exposure.
yeah.
Oh.
Don't hurt Thomas's feelings, please.
Don't dare hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
And then other than that, you don't really see much that like really gets your eye. But Asgarth, you notice something that they might skim over. You see an advert looking for someone to help with an infestation up in a specific church in the Shades.
Oh god, I hope it's a skeleton infestation.
There's a temple, and they're looking for some people to do that. It seems kind of like, especially with your background, you reading over it, you're like, this seems a little shady, right? Like, it's not giving very much wording. It's sort of hidden on the side. It definitely is in a weird part of town for this to be put there.
I'm just gonna take it down, and I'll just kind of roll it up and then put it in my pocket.
Perfect. Okay, that's basically all you see. There's a couple, like I said, there's a couple names on the wanted.
Mr. DM.
Yeah, what?
I want to cover my hands, or I want to cover my eyes with one hand, and I want to throw a dagger into the board.
Okay,
I take a big step back.
roll me a D100.
A D100, is that what you said?
Yup.
Where do I even have a D100?
These
Oh,
two slots.
there it is.
Roll.
I found it. Okay.
Okay, 63.
600. What if we did?
Okay. Give me 1 second. Is there anything else you guys are interested while I'm finding this?
No, just kind of browsing as the others do. Because that seems to be what people are doing.
Okay.
She doesn't want to be left out.
You do see an advert. It's like literally a couple like weirdly written words on a piece of like scrap parchment, and your knife flies right into it. And on it,
Yep.
you kind of look at it closer and inspect it once you look at it, and it's people. It's a businessman who's looking to hire a little bit of extra security.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'll hold on to it. Can I take it down? Is that allowed?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, you take it.
Might as well stock up. You know, it'll give us a little choice. You know, like what if we, if we don't want to exterminate some skeletons, we could like guard this guy's briefcase. We could escort the payload.
We've got a good
I'm,
maintenance
gonna be, I'm the support character. I'm going to be the only one on the payload.
I'm gonna be in the enemy base.
The home is just going to be fucking gone. You're like Genji. You're gone.
And while you guys,
I am your shield.
while you guys are standing there, real quick, You do notice someone running up to you real quick.
Oh God.
And they have the look of a baker.
Oh, okay.
So they have the arms, they have the sleeveless like tunics with like tools of the trade sort of hanging off of it, like hammers and calipers and like a wide belt.
Like a flour-covered apron. And...
Well, no. Okay, so you know the reason they're called the bakers, right?
I know.
Well, because it's the kiln roast.
The potters.
Yeah. So they're just the bakers.
Yeah, it just took me a moment.
Just making sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Other than that, is there... he sort of runs up to you. I kind of got sidetracked with that. Totally flooded me. No, no. He runs up to you and goes, "Oh, Ulfo wanted me to tell you something if I saw you."
Uh-huh.
He wanted me to give you an update, and he slips you a piece of paper. And he goes, if you ever need his help, make sure you can find one of the runners here. And he goes, try not to let that slip, but if you do, it'll only be one of our safe houses gone, and even not our best. So it's one way to get a hold of Ulfo if you need to.
Alright.
And he goes, also, I wouldn't go into Northport if I were you.
Going to Northport?
Oh, right, that is where the red patch book were at?
The red pads.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, that might be good to avoid for now.
He goes, I'm sure you all are all aware that you probably aren't the favorite, but we weren't expecting it this bad. There may be a couple descriptions of you hanging up around Northport with
nice! We have wanted posters, baby!
No, not wanted posters. In the secret... Well, yeah. So there's a couple drug dens that are frequent in the Northports, and apparently someone that was in one of those dens saw your descriptions in there and thought Ulfo should know about it.
Okay, hey, thanks.
Thank you, that is very good to know.
And then he kind of goes, yeah, and he sort of like walks away down the street. He sort of looks like he's doing a little bit of a patrol walk around, you know?
Oh, cool. Can I slap him on the butt before he leaves?
Why? Just
like a light one, like a cool, like...
He just kind of lets you walk away. He just walks away. I don't know what...
Great. It's just a light tap.
Just a light love pat on the butt.
Guys do it all the time.
We're all bakers.
Sure, yeah. He doesn't really take much note of... He's not going to kick your ass. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, because he died, man.
That's what you think. No.
Yeah, roll me a D20.
Actual jerks. All right. So, anything that you guys... What are you guys doing next?
Shopping.
Yeah, shopping.
So, yeah, just tell me what you guys are doing.
I'm looking for blunt description. I need the components for Find Familiar, which is
right.
10 gold worth of charcoal, incense,
and
herbs that must be...
How do you guys want to go there is my question. You guys have the map?
Oh. I think we were going to go to the Centrum, right?
The Castrum. Yeah.
Castrum.
But
right. How do you want to... Do you guys want to go down back alleys, or do you want to get onto the main road and then go?
I think...
Should we be upstanding citizens today and take the proper roads?
Yeah, the main roads. I'm good with the main roads today.
Good. Okay.
I'm only going to split a little ways off and go to the People's Temple. Because I still feel Asgard still feels very uncomfortable in that cast room.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So wait, where are you going?
People's Temple.
Oh, okay. You have to go through the castrum to get there.
Oh, okay. You can't go around.
No, there's one.
So I'll
you can kind of see on the map. There's the one way to get up to the castrum, and to get up to the People's Mount, and the only way to get up to the People's Mount is to go up the staircase up because it's like it's kind of like an Acropolis, right? It's built up above the city on this hill.
Okay, yeah. Now it makes sense. Okay.
Okie doke. We do have to walk through the Ascending Plaza, which doesn't that have shops too, Mac?
What? Sorry.
Does the Ascending Plaza have shops?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, we're going there. I mean, to the Castrum, but through the plaza.
Right. So you guys get onto the main road, kind of walk through. You stop in the Boxito Market. There isn't really much there. Thomas, you do see you do see a crier, and he's sort of like yelling out, right, like all the other traders are, but he doesn't have a little stand, and he goes, "Premium goods for mercs on the go. Come all. If you're looking for weapons, we can help you at a premium price." And he sort of just keeps saying that over and over again.
Premiums, huh? I keep walking.
You guys keep walking through the Boxito Market, and you kind of wind your way through, and you get to the Ascending Plaza. And this is also quite... this is probably the second best market in town. This is like where the middle class goes, and then the lower, upper middle class,
Yeah. I'd like to quickly peruse for some sweet hand crossbows.
Yeah, you look around. You see one guy who's got a little weapon stand going on.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you see just a small weapon stand.
Great. I approach it.
Cool, you approach, and he sees you approach, sees that you guys are all fairly well armed. He goes, "Oh, mercs, well, good to see you. I have a fine set of wares," and he starts showing you things on the stand. He goes, "A very nice knife and a belt to go with it," and he keeps going through the different things. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Do you got any better than average hand crossbows?
Are you looking for something special, or?
Well, yeah, I want something special, something I can call my own, I want it to be not your average hand crossbow.
Okay, so he kind of pulls out a hand crossbow, and he kind of goes, "Well, this might be what you could be looking for," and he pulls it back. He pulls the thing back. It shows you the quiver full of bolts in it. He goes, "This is a very nice crossbow. If you're looking to get something, it's not going to be exactly what you're looking for, I think. But most people in town aren't going to have something extraordinary. But this should do you."
Okay. Matt, can I ask you what kind of damage it does?
It's going to do the normal hand crossbow
1D.
damage.
Yeah.
What is it? 1D what?
1d8.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I think that's a light crossbow.
Yeah, that is a light. I was just about to say that's a light crossbow. The hand crossbow
Yep, I see that now.
is 1d6
1d6.
piercing.
Oh, okay.
But he goes,
well-
"We also have a light crossbow if that's what you're interested in as well." He pulls
I'm interested in a light crossbow suddenly.
He pulls out a slightly bigger one. It's got a sling on it, so you can just throw it over your shoulder.
Cool. What color is it?
It's
Gotta get the Gucci quality
wood
light
colored.
crossbow.
It's brown
The
and
cheetah pattern
metal.
It's what'd you say?
It's like brown because it's made of wood and metal.
Is it like a deep brown?
Sure. You can
Okay,
tell it's
great.
oak.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's oak.
How much for the light crossbow?
He goes, "Well, that'll be 80 gold."
Okay, I fork it over.
Cool. He takes it and he hands you the crossbow and a thing of bolts to go with it, and you have 20 bolts.
Yay!
Now, another thing that is 1d8 piercing.
Yep.
But here, wait 1 second.
No problem.
Crossbow. Yeah, it's 1d8 piercing.
Yep.
And it also has a range of 80, 320.
Okay. 80, 320.
So the
So the 80 is what you got without disadvantage, and you can shoot up to 320 feet with disadvantage.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't really understand the question.
Oh, okay,
It's also-
yeah.
It's also two-handed.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. All right, cool. Great. I'm gonna, Mac, just for your records, I don't know if you need to change this, but I'm replacing my short bow with this guy.
Cool. You can have both.
Equipped?
Oh, sorry. Well, you can have as many things as you want there, but it'll depend on you pulling out the weapon. So you can pull out any. You could have the short bow if you want. You could,
Yeah.
And are you looking to sell your short bow?
Yeah, I might as well sell it. I'm not going to use it.
Sorry, I was just asking. He goes, I'll buy it off of you for 20 gold.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I'll do that.
he pulls out 20 of the 80 gold that you just handed him.
So my total was just 60.
Hands it back. You
Minus
hand him the
60.
bow, and he kind of like gives you one of these with his hand, like, oh, come on. And you kind of pull your quiver off for your bow.
Oh, yeah.
And you hand it over to him as well, and he kind of wraps it all up, throws it under a stand. He goes, nice doing business with you.
You too! Nice.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
good.
Anything else?
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I think I'm good with just my spear for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with the spear. Anything as
What did you say,
Just kinda
Jordan?
I was just asking if Asgard needed anything because I don't think need weapons right now.
I don't either.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just following you guys now. Wherever you guys want to go.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You guys find incense, lots of it.
Oh, so are you looking for an incense shop here? Or are you going up to the castrum?
I'll probably just go up to the castrum.
All right. So you guys head up to the castrum. You follow your old route, and you get to the castrum market, the Sucanese.
Mhm.
You kind of look around, and it's pretty easy to find it, like someone selling incense in that area. And you walk up to him, and he goes, "How much are you looking for?" And just tell me how much
I need
worth
about-
of incense you want.
Yeah, I need 10 gold worth of incense and charcoal.
He sells it
So-
to you. Yeah, so it needs to be incense and charcoal, or 10 gold of incense and 10 gold of charcoal.
10 gold with incense and charcoal combined overall. The bill has to be 10 gold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Spell casting.
Yeah, got you. So he gets you the stuff, 10 gold worth. Yep. So just mark it off.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Cool. You guys, the market is really full. It's really busy today.
Okay. I don't think I can afford better armor right now, so I think that's mostly just what I wanted to get.
I don't need to do any shopping either.
Cool.
All right.
Actually, I might get 20 gold worth just so I have some extra in case I need it, if that's okay.
20 gold? Yeah, sure. Just
Yeah,
mark
so
it.
just
Mark it
buy
off
an
just
extra
while
10
you're
gold
here.
worth.
Make sure you're buying. Mark off whatever you're buying, and just tell me what
Yeah.
you're buying. So 20 gold
Yeah.
worth. Awesome.
So I got my materials. I'm good to go.
Okay. What are you guys doing? You guys are in the castrum right now.
Yeah.
You guys kind of want to piece out, and kind of look at our quest possibilities?
I think so. I know Tanith will kind of want to just like take a little over an hour of like private time somewhere, and
You're not going to find much private time here.
I figure here, but like if we're going back to the inn or something, she just needs like a little over an hour.
Okay.
What time of day is it right now?
It is so. You guys left the inn at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
It took you about 30 minutes to get to the Ascending Plaza, and then it took you. You did your haggling. It took you about 20 minutes to get up to the Sukanese, and then it will take you about 50 minutes to get back. So it's 9:50 right now.
9:50. Okay. So if we go back, it'd be about 10:40. I think that'd be fine. We're not exactly on a time crunch for anything.
Yeah, it'd be 10:40 if you went back.
Okay.
Cool. What are you guys doing?
I just kind of want to head back and do my thing,
Cool.
Yeah, make our way back.
and then
Yeah.
figure out what we want to do for questing.
So
Yeah, I'm good to head back and chill for a second.
head back and chill. So you guys make your way down through the Ascending Plaza again, back through the main road, and you get back to the Lumpy Lampoon. You get inside Jordan. You head up to your room. You're going. So it's 10:40 right now. It's going to take a full hour to do your ritual casting.
Yeah. Well, technically an hour and 10 minutes, but yeah.
I'll just call it an hour. Well, okay, it'll be
no,
11:50. It'll be 11:50 when you're by the time you're done.
Okay.
While
and
she's
I will be taking a level of exhaustion to ensure that I can summon my spirit animal. So I have a level of exhaustion as well.
does it actually take a level of exhaustion?
That's what it says. In order to summon it with all the special spirit animal perks, you have to take a level of exhaustion, which I imagine is because it involves some kind of special blood sacrifice.
Sure, and so
I don't know.
okay, you know what a level of exhaustion gives you, right?
Yep, it'll be disadvantage on ability checks, which I'm willing to take.
Are you sure? I'm just making sure you know that's going to happen. You can tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I'd rather just take it and get my cool new shaman perk.
Cool. No. I'm saying you've already done it, but I'm just making sure
Oh,
you're
yeah.
aware that that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. I was aware before.
Gotcha. Okay. So,
Yeah,
is there anything that you guys want to do while she is doing her ritual in her room?
I don't know if we want to play cards.
I haven't played cards much, but I'm willing to learn.
I teach as cards.
Okay, so you guys want to play a fun game real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, I want all of you, you two, to roll me 3d6s, okay? Now, if you can get runs, and you can get pairs, and you can get triples, okay? The person with the higher scoring hand wins.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
You do 3d6.
Here we go.
Feel like I got nothing.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Thomas, you win.
Yep.
Yeah.
He wins with the pair, and you have a handful of nothing.
Yep.
Okay. So, yep, you guys are playing cards while she's done. She finally comes down. She looks a little bit like she's got some, like, dark circles under her eyes. But Jordan, would you like to introduce your little friend?
Yep. I now have what appears to be just a very pale. I imagine kind of like a very light, almost turquoise, almost kind of shiny white-looking color. I don't know how to describe it. Very pale, the way that like just a white snake looks, I guess. Snake around her shoulders. However, it also has various like kind of colorful feathers along its back that change into a pair of wings further down. And it's just kind of got the wings folded up and it's curled around her shoulders.
Now, is it noticeably different than any other animal, Jordan?
Probably not, other than the fact that it's got, shiny wings and stuff.
No, I'm
But I
saying,
have,
like,
kind of,
I'm just wondering because you're a shaman. I was just wondering if that's...
I think that right now it probably doesn't, but it might get weird when I'm using magic.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Oh my.
It's also like just like it probably looks weirdly more, I guess, coherent than a typical snake would look. Like it seems to be paying more attention than your
Oh,
average.
well, yeah, it's a
everyday snake.
familiar. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, yep, you guys are all together. You guys want to talk about what you want to do? I'll be right back.
Great. Are we just not gonna address the Digimon in the room?
Stop.
Cam just sits down and says like nothing weird is going on at all. Hello.
Yeah, Az is just gonna pull out the first quest.
I just drink and don't break eye contact with the very alert winged snake.
It is not breaking eye contact either. It is staring in that unblinking snake manner.
Great. I'm staring back at it. Digimon.
Little monsters. Yeah, as pulls out the posting from the job board, just kind of like lays it out. I saw this on the board, and it seems to be from a temple nearby, but it doesn't have a lot of information. It seems very suspicious to me. I don't have the best reputation with the temple in town. But
And by the way, this isn't the
what's going
main
on here.
temple. This isn't the main temple.
Yeah.
This is
Side
one of
temple.
the temples in the Shades district. Just so you're
Yeah.
aware.
Sounds shady.
I get like killer. No.
Hey, Jordan, you're breaking up a whole lot.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me. Oh shoot! Yeah, my Discord fucked up.
Yep. Here, try to get back in as quick as possible.
Nice.
Is that better?
Oh god, I hope it didn't go up the screen with that. Yeah, I had to reconnect it. It's on Reddit and then take it down.
Okay,
It's real rough right now for some reason.
that's fine.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, you're good. You sound a lot better. Okay, so you
Okay,
guys
good.
continue. I just wanted to say that before it got too bad.
All right.
Can I analyze the handwriting
On what?
of the
Temple quest.
The temple.
It
quest?
is very fancy handwriting. You sort of look at it. It definitely looks like someone who is a scribe or a priest even who wrote this.
like a monk. Fascinating. I don't know. I'm down for a good extermination. Like I don't. What if it's just rats?
ROUSs?
I doubt they'd be posting about just mere rats, but
I mean, I'm not talking about like mere rats. I'm talking about like big old rats. Like these are pretty big. You know?
but I'm with you. I'm always up for a fight.
I mean, they're just rats, probably. So it's not. I mean, yeah, you know, I'm down. I'm good. I'm good for a fight.
What did you find earlier with your fancy, and you just kind of like quote unquote knife trick?
Oh, great! I pulled a knife out of my pocket with the thing still on it. I pull it off the knife. I'm like, I don't know. And read it, and it is a request to give a businessman some extra security. What do you think of that, gang?
And real quick, Thomas, I want you to give me a history check. But you're proficient in this because you're a city.
Cool.
So I don't know if you're already proficient with history, but you can add it to this.
I'm not already proficient, but let me take a look for you. Okay, so I rolled a 10, and that would be wisdom, yes?
History's intelligence.
Intelligence.
God damn it!
But it's plus
Your
2.
intelligence modifier plus 2.
Yeah, so That's going to be a nice little 11.
You recognize the address for this business, and it's in the North Ports.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's probably going to be a no then for now.
Yeah, let's stay off of that one. Let's go see what there is to exterminate. I hope it's rat skeletons. That'd be even
Skeletons
crazier.
riding rats. Or rats riding skeletons.
Or rats riding rat skeletons. Yeah,
Yeah. Skeletons riding skeleton rats.
there's just skeletons everywhere in the city, I swear. Better hike your pants up. You don't want to get any bones on your legs.
Skeleton rabies. Oh no.
I hate skeleton rabies. Alright.
Guess we're going to go cleanse the temple.
Yeah, let's go fucking kill some
We at
rats.
least find out information.
Okay, so you guys go back down through the main street to the main the ascending plaza, and you kind of follow the wall of the castrum down to the shades. And once you get there, you kind of recognize where you are, because remember, this is where all of you stopped after coming down off the mount for the first time.
Mhm.
You also have, here, 1 second. Sorry. You sort of find the temple after just a little bit of looking, as you didn't really know exactly where it was, but you didn't know it was there. You do end up finding it, though. And you're standing outside of it right now. It's about 12 o'clock. Or sorry, it's about 12:30. My bad. In the afternoon.
Cool.
Alright.
Can I do a perception check on the home?
I was gonna do it
It's
too.
a temple. But yeah, you can both do it.
Yeah!
I'll do it too, even with my disadvantage.
Everybody.
Forget what my
Woo!
perception is again.
I got a 9 with my disadvantage.
Oh, right. Disadvantage.
7.
Yeah.
9. Okay.
I got...
I'm probably going to regret taking this exhaustion later, but now is not the time.
yeah, probably later. I got a... Do I have... do I get anything for this?
Look at your character sheet.
So you have your wisdom and
Yeah,
plus
no.
proficiency,
If you
Nope.
have it.
So, 17.
if you have it.
So you don't have anything
17.
added to it?
Nope.
Okay. So, Thomas, all of you do see the same temple. It's built very foundly. It's made very clean. But Thomas, you do notice that a couple of the priests that are taking care of the facade of the actual temple itself, which is this temple is flat up against the mount. Like, you look up, and the mount is literally sitting in the shadow of the mount. And you guys kind of understand why this is called the Shades. Because it's in the shades of the mount.
Okay.
So you can kind of see it from here, why it might be called the Shades. Especially this time of day, the sun is kind of being blocked by the mountain itself. But Thomas, you do notice that the priests, like I said, that are cleaning it, they look extremely tired. Big bags under their eyes. They do that sort of thing where they're cleaning and they just stop for a couple seconds and then they keep going.
They're zoning spirit animals too?
Yeah, apparently.
Can I call out to one of them?
What do you say?
Wait, what'd you say?
No, what did you say?
Oh, I'd say, ho there, priest.
And one of them kind of turns around and goes, "Oh, hello."
We have a flyer that was posted on the job board.
He goes, yes, come in.
Cool.
And he tries to like shepherd you inside.
Gosh, priests always shepherding people. Jesus Christ.
Like it's their job or something.
God damn. Cool. We go inside, I guess, or at least I do.
Follow.
I follow.
So he shepherds you into a very large, open sort of cavern. I mean, not a cavern, but just sort of like a large worship area. And it has a bunch of, like, not pews, but they're all like these little, cushions for people to kneel on. And then at the very front, you see a extremely unornate, it's just as plain as possible, little table that is covered in food. And behind that is a rather older looking man with a white beard, bright green eyes, and he has a yellow sash over his shoulders. And Pat, your character Az would recognize immediately what that means, and that means that he is the lead priest for this temple.
Okay.
The priest who kind of lets you in just sort of closes the door, and he's back outside, so you don't see him anymore.
Okay.
Nice.
And can all of you give me a perception check real quick?
Alrighty.
Can do.
8.
17.
Oh my god, a 19!
Nice.
Okay. So Thomas,
Yes.
you're so vigilant today. And
I'm
Az, I think,
keen.
was that
Eyes
your
on the
set?
prize.
Oh,
It's
you
'cause I
got a
have no
5?
HP.
You got a 5? I thought you got a 17 there. Wait, what did you get, Pat?
I got a 17.
Oh, okay. I thought you said a 5. I'm like, it looks like a 17. No. Both of you recognize it seems cold in this building.
Ice rat skeleton.
The
Okay.
worst kind.
I'll kind of step up to the table where the lead priest is, a little distance back, and I'll kind of like bow slightly, or I'll bow slightly and say, "I'm sorry to disturb you. We have come for more information on a job offer posting we saw."
He kind of looks up at you and realizes that you're wearing the same vestments as him.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Like, you know what I mean, Thomas, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, brother. Well, are you taking this job or?"
We want to learn more because the posting didn't give too much information.
And you see his eyes kind of around the edges of his eyes sort of kind of rim with fear a little bit. It looks like a little bit of surprise, a little bit of fear.
Oh shit.
And he's like,
Can
"Oh,
I make an insight check on that, even with my disadvantage?
sure, yeah, all of you can."
Okay.
I'm doing it too. This is getting weird.
Natural 1! I'm like falling asleep on my feet.
Yeah.
You have 1 and a 2.
That's intelligence, yeah?
Insight, I believe, is
That's
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Insight is wisdom,
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh,
I
great.
got a 22.
I got an 18.
Okay. So,
I'm vigilant
as
today.
you specifically
Mm-hmm.
do this. Thomas, you can kind of, but it's not as vivid as what Az is sensing. He isn't afraid of anything except for that you are here. Specifically, Patrick.
Say that one more time.
He is specifically afraid that you, Asgarth, are there.
Oh.
It isn't necessarily that he's afraid
Okay.
that something... He's just afraid that you are there.
I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, I'll say. I'm not here with the. I'm not here with the church. I'm just here on my own with some acquaintances I've met recently. We're here looking for work, looking into the extermination to help you.
He goes, well, I'm sure this won't be necessary to tell anyone else about, I'm sure, correct?
Yes, indeed.
No.
We just it would hurt our reputation, you see, if anyone else knew that we were asking for help and that we couldn't figure it out ourselves.
Is it unusual for a priest to ask for help?
Well, that's not in the question right now. Pat, you can try to make a knowledge religion check if you would like.
Okay. 11.
Okay. You don't know necessarily why he is hesitant to have you talking with anyone, but it's definitely political. It's nothing like... It's just kind of like a political thing, like, oh, if people knew that this was happening, then we might be embarrassed, you know.
Yep. So, could you give us more information about what's going on?
Well, come with me, and he sort of like shepherds you to like this little back at the very end of where behind the table laden with food. There's kind of a very simple door with a lock in it, and he pulls a key from out of one of his pockets, puts it in the lock, unlocks it, opens the door, and kind of like asks you to step inside.
Okay.
I'm down. I'll step inside.
Yeah. I think
I'll
we
walk
can
in.
We all follow.
Yep, so you guys all step inside, and he closes the door and locks it again. And then he turns around to you guys, and he goes, well, you'll understand that this is a very sensitive issue that we're going to be bringing up.
Everybody gets rats, guy.
Well, you see, that's not necessarily what's happening at the moment.
Pig rats.
Now, before I say anything, all of you must swear to me that you will not say anything to anyone about this.
Whether or not we do the job.
Whether or not you do the job, I will pay you for your silence, but please consider helping us. Just, we can't have this word being spread around.
Alright.
I'll put my hand on my chest and just be like, yeah, my word.
I put my hand on Az's chest and I say, my word as well.
He goes, well...
assuming this is just normal, also places her hand on Az's chest.
She's like, oh...
And says, you have mine as well.
Is this normal?
Grabbing for the half-orc.
Yeah. And, she goes, okay, well, it all started about a month ago. And he sort of walks, and this room, by the way, it looks like a little, I want to say like a monk's green room. Like, it just has, like, a couple sitting chairs, a couple bookshelves. There's another door at the end of this room. And you can tell the far wall leads, on the far wall there's a window that shows out over, like, a little courtyard. So there's light streaming in. And he kind of turns around and sits down in a sort of a nice little wooden chair. And he kind of closes his eyes for a moment to kind of collect himself. And he looks up at all of you. And he goes, it's a sensitive, like I said, topic, but I must talk to you. Well, about a month ago, we had a unfortunate series of events happening that resulted in one of our priests not returning from his duties in the catacombs.
Oh, fucking it's skeleton.
But
Okay.
we were a little bit worried, so we sent a group down and we found him, and he was raving mad.
How so? How was he mad?
He was incorrigible. He kept yelling and screaming, saying that it was there, it was there. All around him, you see.
You're cutting in and out a little bit, Matt.
Yeah.
Sorry, he said they ended up finding him, and well, he kept screaming all about things coming after him.
Okay.
That's not good.
But we didn't see anything.
Oh shit! It's
But
even
that's-
worse than skeletons.
That's when it happened. We started hearing things at night. None of our monks have been able to sleep recently for the rest of this month. We've been kept up all night by whatever's down there.
So, you're saying you're haunted?
Well, I guess you could say that.
I mean, to a certain extent. I'm still going to hedge my bets on it. Might just be a real big rat.
Has the character but did you say if only found survived or
Wait, what did you say?
Jordan?
Jordan?
He survived as he did.
Oh, no, he's alive. He's actually recovered quite well, but he still hasn't spoke since then.
Let's see.
Is it possible that we could examine him?
No, actually, he hasn't necessarily been awake. He's been sleeping very long.
Oh.
He's in a ghost coma.
Well, he has woken up occasionally. He's eaten and stuff, but he hasn't said a word, and I would rather not disturb him. But he kind of turns over a piece of parchment to you, and he hands it to you, and he says, "This is everything he said," and he kept repeating it. He wouldn't say anything else.
Okay.
And on
I'm
the
gonna
paper,
let Az take it. I feel like he's an expert.
Yeah.
as you take it and you
reach
look at
out.
it, and it says on it, no escape, no escape. They're all around me. Help, help, I can't
Could you repeat
escape.
that?
Am I still cutting
No
out
escape,
really
I can't
bad?
escape.
Am I still cutting out really
a
bad?
little, but it's not super bad.
A little. Yeah.
Here, give me 1 second. I'm going to try to fix this.
Okay.
This should be better. I shouldn't be cutting out as much
Mhm.
for you guys. Any better? All right. So, So he says, no escape, no escape. They're all around me. They're all around me. I cannot escape them. And he
Okay.
just kept
Alright.
repeating that over and over again.
This seems to be a case of the spookies.
Mm.
Seems a little spooky to me.
Tiny bit.
And
Has
he
there
goes-
been any history of similar events around town or with your own
This is-
temple?
If I knew about anything, I would tell you, but this is the first I've ever heard of it.
Interesting.
If it's alright, I need to confer with my teammates.
He
to
goes,
see what
yes,
they
yes. Feel free to browse around and take a. I'll be right inside the sanctuary again once you are ready for me. And he sort of unlocks the door that he came through. He closes it, and you don't hear another click.
think. Okay.
Okay, so you didn't lock us in here at least.
That was really specific. Yeah, at least you didn't look us. You're right. That's good.
It definitely sounds like spirits to me.
Yeah, it sounds like
Sounds cool.
ghosts.
Do either of you have experience with any such things?
0. I'm terrified.
No,
Actually,
Jordan, you
they
better
actually
answer
speak
that
to
shit.
Frequently. Mac, I would say Tanith, given that she's a freaking shaman, has some experience with these.
Yes, that's why I was laughing. You better know about ghosts.
Yeah, I actually know quite a bit. I have been able to speak with ghosts and spirits and such for quite some time.
I don't, and I'm terrified.
Well, they usually seem to like me.
Okay, so do you suggest we try and reach out first? Attempt to communicate?
Let's see where it is hostile enough to drive somebody quite mad like this. I am sure how interested it would be in communication. I'm not really the most clear to do, unfortunately. I don't know what I would be able to do, but I'm more concerned with if it has never happened before, what's caused it to start happening. They do not simply, they don't usually just appear without reason.
Something else is going on here, but we should leave that for after we clear the spirits out. Az, what do you know about spirits? This guy seems to know you.
Unfortunately, I don't have any experience either. I've been above ground most of the time. I haven't explored any of the catacombs in this city at all. And I think he didn't necessarily know me. He just potentially knew of my order.
Okay. You'll have to tell me about that later, Az. Unless you want to say no.
Sorry, Tanith, what did you ask? Or what did Tanith ask?
Actually asking just what order he's a part of.
Okay.
He's part of your religion. Could you hear me? Patrick?
Yeah, I heard.
It's cutting in now.
Okay, do you... we're just having a problems with our Discord. It's not...
Yeah, it's basically Discord, I think.
Yeah, is there... we can't...
It's good right now.
Okay. Well, I'm just worried about, like, the bit rate and stuff. Anyway, my streaming's still going well. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully we'll... Okay, hopefully this is still good. You guys can still hear me? Okay, he goes, well, oh, sorry, not he. He's part of your religion, Asgarth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Basically, every temple in this city is to the god of the people.
Okay.
And I told you before, what's the name of the god again? I think you wrote it down. I can't remember.
Yeah, I wrote it down somewhere.
Okay, see, you had cut out a little bit there. I thought you were saying he was part of the same religion that Tanith is.
No, I said
And I was like,
Asgard.
holy shit, what are the odds? I'm sure it's somewhere in the world.
Wish I could just get rid of these.
I can't find the name. But it's a we follow a god of people and freedom.
Yeah, here, one second. I know I...
Mm-hmm.
One second. I literally just had it up and then I backed away. That's my bad. Anyway, we'll remember it later, but he's part of your church.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was Tanith asking me what my order was. The interaction.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, yeah, you guys are in the room. I don't know what you guys have decided.
I think we're interested in going to check it out.
I mean, I'm willing to do anything. I'm interested. I'm more curious than anything.
I feel like I need some time to prepare because of. I'll probably need the night to prepare because, and also because Jester's attendance looks like we could all use another night of rest to recover from yesterday, and then to face whatever
I would not
creatures.
say no to that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what? What did you say?
I was gonna say, is this something, or do we want to accept his request?
Yeah,
I
I'm down.
think so. Just explain to him that we do need a night to prepare first.
Then we're agreed, and we'll make our way out.
Bad.
Cool.
The door's locked.
So you guys walk to the door and go out. You're back in the sanctuary, and he's there still preparing the food at the table.
Mhm.
And he goes, well, have you made a decision?
Yes, we will help as much as we can. However, we're going to need a day to prepare, because we don't know what we're going to encounter down there.
Oh, okay. Well, he pulls out a purse of gold, and he counts out 5 pieces of gold for each of you.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, please, do not say a word of this to anyone. It would be a great trouble to me if this got out.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll tell him to keep my share. It'd be like, you could pay me after we assist, but you have my word.
He goes, I'll take it, but please take this gold.
As will reluctantly take the gold.
And
I will take gold.
I look at as, I'll take your gold as.
Actually, yeah. I'll hand it to Larso.
Woo!
Never mind.
Money!
so you guys,
Not
real
even
quick,
bad.
you guys go back. He goes, by the way, he goes, my name is Chaplain Barkin.
Chaplain Barkin.
And he goes, and if you need anything, I'll be here waiting for you in the morning, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know,
Yes.
it is like 1 right now, 1 o'clock.
One right now. Okay. That's perfect, actually, because I think I have one more thing that I would like to buy with the circumstance we're heading into.
What are you gonna buy?
I need 25 gold worth of powdered silver and a vial of water.
Cool. You're able to get it in the Ascended Market when you pass through.
Okay. I don't know how much the vial of water costs, but I know that I am back to being very poor.
I'm gonna say it's.
I'm also gonna.
I'm gonna say it's included in the 25. The guy gives it to you, the vial of water, for free.
Okay, perfect. And then whenever we go back to our rooms, I've got another little thing that I will be casting before I go to bed.
Perfect. You guys get back to the Lumpy Lampoon. You guys can talk for a little bit. I need to go put something in the oven real quick.
Okay.
Is holy water a thing in this?
That's exactly what I was going to do. I have a spell that lets me create holy water with the materials that I have.
Nice.
Okay,
So I was just gonna make a quick vial of that with a little bit of spell casting time, and
Yeah, we could also
I
ask.
can only make 1 because I don't have the money to make more. But
It's okay.
We could see if the temple is willing to give any holy water as well.
that could make sense. Yes.
Okay. So how should we best prepare if we might face something that we can't shoot a crossbow at?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm assuming traditional weaponry isn't going to work. Can we at all enchant our weapons as?
I have spells to be able to enchant mine, but I cannot do so.
I have spells that do not necessarily increase the power of weapons, but can cause a bit of damage, can heal. I have one that would be useful where I can simply prevent someone from being hurt as easily by such creatures as spirits.
That one might be good for me.
Yeah, I can only use it on one person at a time, unfortunately.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't have anything that's not particularly physical. I'm really good at
I figure I can.
disguises and acting.
Yeah, I can give you the holy water when I make it, and you can have a hand on that. 'Cause you're kind of the one that needs the special gear more right now.
Do you want me to like? So we know they fucked that one priest up, right?
Yeah.
Would it at all be smart to like bait the ghosts in? Like, should I act like the sad priest, or should I be the bait?
Maybe? I don't know. Like, we don't know what they're interested in is the problem. We just said that they were all around.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible it's not even ghosts, but
It's
preparing for ghosts is never a bad idea.
It could be rats.
Ghost rats.
Ghost rats.
Ghost rats.
Dude, we gotta get some ghost cheese.
Dude, we got the ghost rats strats.
We gotta get some ghost cheese and a ghost mousetrap. We're good to go.
Oh my god.
Sync command.
Okay, 1 second and I'll be ready. I was just getting some food for my dogs.
Yay, doggos! Okay.
You described your... Wait, what's your snake guy's name?
Oh, its name is Tepin.
Tepin? Like with a T or Pepin?
Tepin.
T. Tepin. That's cute. What color was he again? Silvery?
Kind of silvery, yeah. That's the best way I could describe it. Silvery, and then just with colorful feathers.
Colorful feathers?
I would say pretty colorful feathers.
Damn it! I'll send what I drew because I wasn't drawing with colorful feathers, but
No, it's fine. I didn't mention colorful feathers. That's just what I see in my mind's eye. I am completely open to other interpretations.
Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. I want this on. Beautiful. Wow.
So, okay, you guys, what have you done tonight, Jordan?
I will cast ceremony as a ritual to create holy water using the silver and the vial of water. I'm going to give that to Larso because I think he's going to be the most likely to need it tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
And other than that, I'll just be swapping around my prepared spells a little bit during the long rest. I'll be swapping out Fog Cloud for protection from good and evil.
Okay, perfect. I need
And that's all I've really got in mind for the long rest.
Here, I need.
Oh my god, it's so cute! I love that!
It's Tepin.
Oh, it's my baby! My steak has more fan art than my character. I love it.
Not true. Not true.
Oh yeah, but it's actually equal. It's equal.
Here you go.
Oh my god, I love that though. That's so cute. Is there some way we can post that on the stream?
Here, I'm putting it up right now for you.
Yay!
Tepin. He's such a good Digimon.
Digimon. Little monsters. Okay.
Okay, so I have holy water now. That's good. That is very good.
There's Tepin right there. He'll go up right there for the rest of the stream.
Yay!
Every good party needs a mascot.
True. He's like our fucking... When you have like an anime and they always have like the weird animal.
It's a little blurry on this right now, but that's fine. I don't care. So, you guys take a good night's rest, and you go back the next morning. By the time you get there, it's about... what time do you guys want to get there, actually?
Like 10 in the morning.
Yeah, probably pretty early.
I changed up my prepared spells, too.
Cool. Yeah, you guys just keep in your mind exactly what you're doing.
Cool.
I'm actually looking up what protection from good and evil does. Cool. Okay. Okay, perfect. Then what I want you guys to do is you get there and you walk into the sanctuary once again, and you see Barkin, Chaplain Barklin.
Okay.
And he goes, oh, are you ready? And he's got bags under his eyes. He goes, last night was awful.
If you don't mind me asking, what sorts of sounds come from below in the catacombs that cause such trouble?
Well, and he kind of looks, he scaredly looks around. He goes, it's kind of like wailing.
Okay, yep, that sounds about right.
And he goes, are you all ready?
I believe so, yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any, perchance any extra holy water that you'd be able to either give or sell us?
He goes, well, we are on rather short supply. We actually used all of our holy water that we have every night to shield the door.
Oh, fuck.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah, but how the hell are we supposed to fight these ghosts?
We've got a paladin. That's all we need. That's the only weapon you need against ghosts is a paladin. It's your time to shine, ass. Make us proud.
Okay, so he goes, are you ready to follow me?
Yes, I believe so.
And he sort of leads you through that back door again. He unlocks it. You get into the little sitting room. Then he goes into the courtyard. And through the courtyard is like a little garden, which leads right to the base of the mount. You're literally at the rock's edge. And there's a little door in the rock. And he sort of opens it and shepherds you in. And you can tell it's cold in here. Once again. Definitely colder in here than it should be. And
it's definitely like spooky ghost feels.
Yep. Then you see there's a little set of stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs is a little landing and another door which has been like barricaded with a couple chairs.
Oh my god.
And there's incense burning on like every fifth step.
I wasn't ready for a freaking horror game.
He goes, well, if you go right down through there, you just move the chairs and you can get it, but I'll have to go with you, and I'll be sitting right here the entire time.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good.
So he kind of walks down with you guys, and I'm not going to show this on the stream because I haven't got it completely set up at the moment, but I probably should put tokens down for you guys, but can I just throw your guys' faces down? Is that something I can do?
Sure.
I think you can do that for icons at least.
Okay, I didn't mean to have this. I'm just, can I? Oh, no, that's not what I, oh yeah, I guess that's what I want. You guys will.
Darkness.
Yeah, do you see the set of
If
stairs?
you move around a little bit, you can see some other stuff.
I don't, okay. You guys are just gonna have
I
He kind of opens the door up. You guys, crap. Is there any way for me to like drag your guys' faces right on there? I probably should have.
Should be, but I don't know what.
I probably should have had your guys' things just ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, one sec.
Okay.
Yeah. Crap.
Hang on.
Here, okay, so this one is going to be controlled by Tanith.
Is this all on Roll20?
Yeah.
It should be.
Huh. I'm like seeing stairs and then black.
Yeah, that's all you should see.
Same.
That's all you should see.
Okay. Any object that is placed on the GM info overlay layer automatically becomes a token object.
Yeah, here I'm giving you guys all characters real quick. Like I said, we should have this set up, but we were already rushing into this, so just give me 1 second.
So happy I have a steak. So cute.
Okay, there you guys go, and then I don't know, I could put a I think I have to put a token down for you guys real quick.
I think
And I wish I could just use what you guys have on your faces, but we'll just do this. Market, free assets, characters. This is gonna be I'll sign them real quick. Wizard is gonna be Jordan, and this is gonna be Thomas.
Woo! Red boy.
Good boy.
Red boy. Lobster.
Okay, okay, this is being very slow on me. Sorry, guys, 1 sec.
We're back on the floor, baby, because shit's about to get real.
I'm trying to see if I can get this real quick before we begin. Okay, here, I need to let my dog out real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that set up. We all have to do Theater of the Mind. I'll have the Roll20 maps set up. You guys won't, if you're watching this right now, you won't be able to see the maps that we're using, but we're going to do a pretty good job of Theater of the Minding it for the moment being.
Okay.
I'm going to go let my dogs out, and then we will start. You guys, what you do see now is he opens up the door for you. You walk in. There's another set of stairs and a door. And as soon as you start walking down the stairs, the door closes behind you, and you hear a click.
Oh. Fuck! I jiggle the door. I give it a fat jiggle because I'm terrified.
Well, and he did tell you that he needed to close the door again.
Yeah.
This is just, yeah, you guys understand. This is just him.
Oh.
He said he's gonna be right at the door waiting for you guys.
Jordan's power went out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here, we'll give her 2 seconds and wait for her to come back in.
Yep. Here, let's find some spooky gifts.
Here, I'm also going to be trying to give you guys make sure you guys can control your tokens.
Okay.
Use a token on the tabletop. Oh, do I have to click it first and then do that and then assign it to someone? Yes. Okay. This one is so you should be able to control your thing now.
Whoa!
Those are the walls, by the way. The line is the wall. Okay, Larso, that's you.
Oh! Oh!
We're on the same space.
Okay, and there's Tanith. Tanith put that in Discord, I believe, saying, hey, my power went out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, you're
Sorry
back.
about that.
No, you're good. I'm gonna go yell at my dogs, and then we'll actually start.
Okay, yeah, my power just, it's being weird right now.
Oh, there's all these little buttons.
Yeah, you can enter values. Oh, they're like modifications and things.
Okay.
Just so
You
you get,
guys-
I guess it's like a hot list kind
You guys should be able to see your you should be able to move your guys' tokens now. And like I said, this stairway leads downwards toward another door.
Internet went down again.
Really?
Or power went out.
It's spooky. No,
Oh no!
her
Hey,
internet
Thomas,
is
I just
cursed.
make
Okay.
it- Oh.
This is
Oh,
rather
yeah,
unfortunate,
it's
guys. Sorry if if anyone's watching this. Make sure to like our follow the channel, or go over to YouTube and follow us there as well. yeah, is there anything else anyone wants to say real quick?
Are we just wrapping up?
No.
Oh.
Unless you guys need to get going.
Do you want to hear a story?
Sure, I'd love to hear a story.
Okay, guys, are you ready? I'm going to open up my dream journal and share something with you.
Whoa.
Because my dream journal is fucking crazy. It'll give you an insight into me. Okay, ready? I'll read a short one, because otherwise it'll get crazy. Like, these get long. Like, these are some long dreams.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice.
Okay, sometimes they inspire art and stuff. Here's my first dream. I had this weird live stream that asked all these questions, and me and Peter were watching it after being told by my buddy Ned to check it out. It wasn't like a professional live stream like we thought it would be, but we did see unexpected people watching it, like Kevin and Zach. I don't remember who these people are. I remember I wrote it down, but I don't remember who these people are at all. Somehow, we were openly communicating with streamers and viewers. We were in a hotel room in a very different kind of place, seemed tropical, and in a very tall building. And that was what I remembered when I woke up. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Okay, should I just go into the really long one?
Sure, do it. Oh, wait, nope. Wait on it.
Nope.
The ghosts are too spooky. It's taking my power out.
They're destroying your power.
We're actually haunted, guys.
All right.
Mac, what have you done?
Oh,
He's too good.
I'm too good. My power level is too high. All right, so,
If I play without the light, then I'm very dark.
So,
Very dark.
Oh, should we get into spooky mode?
I'm doing
Spooky Pat.
mode.
Okay.
Hang on, I gotta see spooky mode. Give me a second.
We're activating fucking spooky mode.
Spooky mode activated.
Oh god, I'm in super spooky mode right now.
Whoa. Alright. Entering spooky fucking mode, dude. Let's go.
Okay. I'm selecting a good font for this. Yeah, like Comic Sans.
It's a good thing I have so many candles in my home.
Yeah, Comic Sans seems like a good one for this.
Fuck you, Mac. Fuck you.
Perfect.
Super spooky mode activated. There we go. Hope you all like that one. All right, so you guys get to that door, like I said before, and that's all the way you have to go is right down to that set of stairs to that door.
All right, is it dark down here, or is there?
No, yeah, it's very dark. So unless you guys have dark vision or some way to see, you will not be able to see.
Light. I cast light on my sphere again to pull it out and see.
You guys will be able to see as long as you have that activated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I have dark vision, but I know that Toss doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
help him out.
what are you guys doing?
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess, like, what? I'll make a perception?
What are you guys doing? There's a door.
Oh.
You can either open the door or you can't.
I kick the door open.
You open the door and there's an open room that you enter, and it has all of these sort of sarcophaguses laying out in order, and you could kind of look at them, but they all say names, and they all seem to be priests.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Oh.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, I would like to use my sixth sense. And just determine if anything has died within the past 24 hours in this room.
Nope, nothing.
Alright. I didn't think so, but I wanted to check.
But
I'm also.
Oh, sorry.
Oh god.
No, continue.
I want to use one of my spell slots and cast Detect Evil and Good.
Oh shit.
I think you can just do that as a paladin, can't you?
So there's like two different spells. One only lasts an action, and then the spell itself lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I have a divine sense, but I can only do that 3 times. But it's only like
So
it sounds like it's an action turn.
because you do this, you can sense that there is undead within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
Fucking bones, dude.
But you don't see anything.
Okay, they're under the ground. Does anyone have an action shovel?
Well, they're either under the ground or they're invisible.
Oh, I like one of those better than the other.
Shoot, I should have prepared fairy fire. It's on me. I will just... I'll take a step forward, and I'll just kind of do my shamany thing, and I'll just speak. Hello? We know that you are there. Would you like to speak with us?
Oh my God,
You guys see patches of like shadow fly through the room, and here, one second.
Hello?
Okay.
And you see them go to this door right here. That hopefully that door right
I
there,
see it.
and they squeeze through all the cracks in the door and fly through it.
Oh, fucking gross. Jesus. Oh boy.
So I can't detect anything else in the room. They all went through that
They
door.
all left, and you can't detect anything.
Okay.
Okay. I suppose we continue that way then?
I guess.
They're not hostile so far.
So you open up the door, and you
Is it this
see
door?
into a hallway, which
Ooh.
opens up into a larger room. And as you enter the room, so whenever you guys go farther in, just show me. Go 5 feet by 5 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Lako's just like, nope.
And
No.
you guys can see another set of room. And just as you enter the room, you see another, like, from the shadows that you are casting with your light spell, you see flashes of shadow fly through your light to the door again and disappear through the cracks.
Fuck!
Are you trying to lead us somewhere? Or...
Ooh, maybe.
No response.
I think they're just trying to eat our souls.
Well, maybe not. Look, guys, it's cool. I have advantage on checks with undead when talking to them.
Nice.
Wow.
It's cool, guys. They
How
like
is it-
me.
How is it that we always have skills that are useful in certain situations?
Okay,
It's almost
I
like the
opened the
DM
door.
is planning the campaign.
You see
around
a hallway.
players.
Fascinating.
With a
What
door.
did you say there, Max? Sorry.
What do you say?
Just that we've got the hallway.
And that room you just passed in, it looked like an underground worship area. So there was another little simple table that had old cups and bowls made of clay on it that were empty.
Okay. Did it seem to be of the same god that the church follows?
Yeah, it's that same
Like, were there any
ritual feeding of the people.
Okay, so we can mark off necromancy cult off the list. That doesn't seem to be lurking under here, at least.
And you guys get to the door. And once again, because it's still within that 10 minutes, correct?
Yep.
You feel evil beyond the door.
I relay information. Something doesn't feel right about this room.
I will reach out, and I will very quickly just pat Thomas on the shoulder, and I will cast protection from evil and good on him. Specifically against undead.
Yes.
So you have undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You can't be charmed, frightened, or vexed by them.
Oh my god! I kicked the door open.
one second.
Wait,
Is
I'm talking
your
about Larso.
your light spell isn't? Is your light spell? Oh no, it's not.
Oh yeah, light is concentration, so I would lose the light, but
Yep. So you guys are cast into complete darkness before you kick the door down.
oh, sorry guys. It's fine. Tanith and Oscar can see.
Wait. Go ahead.
Literally, the only one who can't see right now is Larso.
It's Larso.
Yeah. Can I pull out my hooded lantern and light it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, great.
You
I'm
sort of
doing that.
fumble around in your backpack, and you're like, I got this, and you sort of pull it out, and you get your little phosphorus match, and you put it inside, and the oil starts burning, and
Great.
it lights up, but it'll take one of your hands, so you'll have to hold it.
That's fine.
Oh my god, his hand's gone. And then I'm sacrificing lambs to lanterns.
Now
I'm gonna draw my sword and shield.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got my spear at the ready. Tepin's kind of arched back, ready.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll let Az go first.
I'll open the door. I won't kick the door down.
So you open the door, and you see this long room. And as you guys sort of, how far is the lantern see? Do you know? I probably should have done that before.
I have no
Do you know
idea.
what? I actually don't care. I probably should have looked at that beforehand. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna let you. Like I said, I should have done it beforehand because you can see it now, but I don't really care. So you get to here, and this seems like another little sarcophagus, right? A room with sarcophaguses in it, and along the edges you see these little caskets. So here, I'll kind of try to draw. And there's like here, 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 here. And guys, stop moving for 1 second.
Okay.
Yep.
1 second. You guys see a little thing start moving this way.
Oh, fucking kill it.
25, 40, 45.
We only wish to talk.
And then it slips into, you see in the wall, there's sort of a bucket near this wall. And there's this little like knife inside the bucket just sticking out. And there's a hole in the wall. And through the hole in the wall, this thing sort of slips back into darkness, and you can't see it any longer.
Fucking gross. Fuck.
Is it afraid of the light?
Okay, I'm gonna have a dagger drawn. Not that it's gonna do anything, but
We only wish to speak. We do not wish to fight. We just want to come to an understanding.
So you
Are
guys,
you willing to speak with us?
as you start nearing that hole in the wall, I'll wait till you guys get closer, but you guys start inching your way toward the hole in the wall. And as you get closer about now, you start hearing.
Oh God, you're like so.
You start hearing the slight whisper of a voice. And you can't understand, none of you can understand it except for Jordan. For some reason you can place the words. And it sounds like a song.
oh, Jesus, why does it get creepy?
And as you guys enter and look sort of into the room, and Thomas, Larso sort of holds the hooded lantern up, and the sort of spotlight shines into the room. And I want all of you to give me an investigation check real quick.
Right.
Oh no, I'm not that good at those.
Same. No!
4.
0.
6.
Oh, was that
Guys, I think-
all of yours? Yeah, you guys don't notice very much. The only thing you do notice is that the bucket is filled with like a mortar that is now completely dry, and the knife is stuck in it.
Gross.
And the bricks lay very neatly stacked next to the hole in the wall. That's all you notice. And as you peek into this room, you sort of... So here, I'm going to move you guys real quick. This is where you get when this happens.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't move.
Oh,
No, you can move. You can move this side. I'm joking. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you can say that.
And
So as you guys sort of peek around the corner and you use your light to sort of see, yeah, other ones you can see in there already, but you see this old room. Now, give me 1 second. What languages do you all speak?
Common.
I speak Common, Celestial, and Draconic.
I've got Common, Orcish, and Elvish.
I've got
As-
common.
As you sort of recognize the writing in there. It seems similar to Elvish, but you can't seem to place it.
Mm.
And as you get toward the door, the singing that you can hear, Jordan,
Yep.
seems to get louder, as if whatever is singing is just inside the room. And the wording that you guys are all seeing is made of gold leaf and painted.
Okay.
Am I detecting evil in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, it's okay. You're protected for like 8 more minutes or something like that.
I'll say it's fine.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
it lasts for 10 minutes too, so he should be good for a bit.
And as you guys start
I read
walking
it.
down, you see a flit of
That is-
shadow move through the light. And it's moving... Here, I'll show you. Here, 1 sec, before you guys move any farther. You guys see it flit
Oh, God.
that way.
I flee. No.
It's okay.
As do you trust me?
Why?
Get juked, motherfucker! Here I go! Wee!
Okay. You're jumping in there, right?
What?
You're jumping in there, right?
I have protection from good and evil!
So, wait, stop.
Wait, no, it only gets
No, stop. When you enter this room...
I'm gonna go crazy.
Here, 1 sec.
I'm gonna go nuts.
It's okay already.
I want you to give me a
Yep.
perception check.
Alright. Nice. That would be exactly, it's a 6. It's a just straight 6.
Okay. You don't seem to notice anything.
It attaches to your hair.
Jordan,
Hey,
because you
guys,
are
it's a normal
walking
room.
down the hallway, you start to notice what the singer is saying.
Okay.
And this, I'm not going to actually say all the words of the song because I'm not that poetic. I didn't really come up with anything. But the gist of the song is in a language that literally the other two, maybe you guys say, hey, do you understand that? And Jordan, you go, I seem to understand it. Seems to... And would you guys have talked to each other in that hallway real quick?
Yeah, I would have mentioned I'm hearing some kind of words from in there.
Yeah, and guys, don't move any farther. That's where you guys are.
Yeah.
Okay.
When to you two, it seems like heavy breathing, and like it's here. I'll make the sound for you.
Oh, God, who's fucking
And-
slapping spatulas together?
right?
Yeah.
And that's what all it sounds like, breathing and hitting together of objects. But to you, Jordan, it sounds like a beautiful woman's voice. The closer and closer you get. And the song is about a woman who is lost. A woman who is forgotten. A woman who they buried. They buried underground, under the mount.
Okay.
And you guys, who's in line next? It's you'll have to move out of the way to let them in, Larso.
Yep,
So I want you guys to move 5 feet at a time. Okay, Jordan, give me an investigation roll. Stop. What? Perception. Sorry.
Investigation or okay.
Yeah, either one. I don't care. Either one's good. Yeah, you immediately look up and see what Thomas missed.
Yeah, 24.
And you see... Here, 1 second.
God damn, this is killing me. You see...
I'm not expecting Matt to just post a Screamer video all of a sudden.
No!
And we just all ditch the stream. Abandoned.
You see in above you, right? In the ceiling, the cracks in the ceiling. And you guys see oozing out of the cracks
Well, that's a lot of blobs.
a figure
Ghost blobs.
made of different tendrils that sort of creep out of the cracks out. And to all of you, they take the form of a face
Oh.
with hair that seems to be moving in the wind. And Jordan, to you, she looks beautiful. But to Thomas and Pat, it looks like a desecrated face.
Oh, fuck.
And it is breathing a horrible, rattling sound.
Okay.
Are you lost?
She continues singing about being lost. About now being found.
Oh, okay, that's good.
About
That's
being
probably good.
angry about being forgotten.
Oh, well, that's... Oh, this is a roller coaster of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
What was your name?
She doesn't answer. She continues singing the same song over and over again. And as you listen, the figure slowly starts coming out more and more into the room.
Okay.
And Jordan, it's reaching out toward you.
I'll get...
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure, yeah, give me an insight check.
Okay. I just want to see if this is a hostile reach or like a desperate, like longing, I guess. 13?
13? 1 second, sorry. I had everything ready except for that. 1 sec. Here's my crappy dice. Oh, yeah, you don't notice anything really except for it. Yeah, you don't notice anything about her. Her face is too alien to read.
Are these the creatures that I've been detecting the evil and good from?
Yes.
Or is it a different kind?
You can detect it right from in front of you. And just so you guys know, the reason I have 4 of them at the moment right in front of you is this being is made out of separate tendrils that are coming out of the cracks of the ceiling above you.
Okay.
And so she's suspended above you, reaching down toward you.
Tanith will not move away, but she will not reach out just yet. And she'll just once again say, "Do you want us to find where you are?"
And the being continues to reach out, continuing to sing at you. And, Jordan, I need you to make me a... Here, I'm looking at my notes. Real quick, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's see, what do I have for... okay.
Hey! Holy
Question
crap.
here, something I just noticed with my shaman class. I'm not sure if this was a typo in the class or if it's something that you think is okay. For some reason, my saving throws were Constitution and Charisma. I don't know if I was supposed to have like Wisdom and Charisma or what it was supposed to be. So.
No idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just asking for a DM opinion on this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with what it says.
Alright, so I just get a +3 then. 9.
Okay, Jordan.
Oh, no.
You,
Oh no.
as soon as the tendril, it touches you right on the forehead, right here,
Okay.
and you become bewitched by the music and the sound. And the room transforms around you. Okay. Now, real quick, initiative is going to start, okay?
Ah!
But... Hi. We're just saying hi to you. Before we start, Jordan, time for you is going to go really fast for 2 seconds before combat starts, okay?
Okay.
You are sitting in a open glade, and I want you to give me a perception check. Yeah, that sounds fair. Perception.
Okay. 23.
You immediately recognize where you are. It seems rather strange because there are no buildings here, but you are...
Sorry, I just need to put this in the other one. Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. You are sitting on the People's Mount many, 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 many years ago before the Wydic Empire was here.
Okay.
Okay? And even though her lips are moving, her lips are moving, right? And
Yeah.
the thing you see in front of you is an elf. And she's got, like, platinum blonde hair, green eyes, and her clothing seems to be made of, like, animal skins and plant fibers.
Well, that's not the most fucking cliche I think I've ever heard.
I guess the session's over, guys. My wife's making fun of me now. But she's she's sitting there, and her lips seem to be moving separate from the words that you are hearing.
Okay.
Are you confused by that? Because you can make a roll if you'd like to.
What kind of role would that be? 'Cause I'm
It
assuming
would be. What do you think it is before you roll?
I'm thinking that I'm seeing a memory of hers, but I'm only able to hear her spirit's song.
Yeah, you can make a very good guess that that's what's happening. You're not actually hearing her. You're hearing what the spirit remembers.
Okay.
Okay, and she's sitting there, and the wind on the trees is making a melody that is bewitching you into this illusion, right? And you don't think you're there anymore, and she seems to be singing in front of you.
Okay.
You, like I said, this is, you can do whatever you want in this. You're literally seeing it.
Okay. Okay. I have a very low voice.
She kind of looks at you. She looks at you and she goes, "Ah, hello. It's been a while since I've talked to anyone." Yes.
Okay. And then
I'm a good husband, thank you. I fed the pups. Yeah, you can ask them. I fed the dogs.
You rolled really well for it.
Yeah! I made them wait. No, sorry, what did you say, Jordan?
I'm just kind of. Okay, so just a question here. Kenneth is still aware that this was kind of a spiritual
No,
encounter?
you are
Right now.
no, you are bewitched. So you're not necessarily aware where you are right now. All you can feel is that you are being charmed
Okay.
by this being.
Okay.
You can think critically. You just have no idea. It's like you woke up from a dream.
Okay, so I'm not really sure which is real right now. It's basically.
For all you know where you are. You know that this isn't... Did Jordan die again?
I died and then I came back. What just happened?
Oh, your
Alright,
string
that was
went
weird.
black. You're super
Sorry.
spooky. No, it's okay. No, you haven't come back yet.
I'm getting character, guys. I'm getting character.
No, you're okay. The dog attack going on. Sorry.
Oh no!
Oh my, there's so much noise going on. So, what did you ask Jordan?
Oh god, I can't remember. I think she just kind of was like, really, why is that?
And she goes, it's been so long. Those that have come to me before have not returned. It feels like a million years ago, another man, sorry, not another man, a man came to see me.
Well, what happened with him?
He was wearing quite strange clothing.
Did he say anything? Did he?
He seemed very frightened, and he stayed here for what seemed like 1,000 years. In this room with me.
I see. And then he left, I assume?
Well, it seemed like individuals took him from me. Now I'm alone for what seems like forever.
How did you come to be alone like this?
She sort of turns back, and the music of the trees and the grass and the flowers sort of picks up again, and your camera's still gone, Jordan. Very sad.
Oh God!
No, it's okay. No,
No, it's on for me.
You're good. Don't worry about it. No one can see you though.
Okay.
She goes,
Okay.
She goes, they buried me in here. My soul was left in this holy place, and I forgot who I was. And her eyes sort of turn black in front of you.
What sort of turns black?
Her eyes.
Her eyes. Okay. A little bit spooky. A little taken aback.
No, you're bewitched. You love it.
You know. Oh, okay.
That's hot.
You know if there's any way that I could help you remember?
She goes, I can't remember exactly what needed to be done. I feel so twisted inside.
Still aware at least. I'm aware at least that she's a spirit. I'm just bewitched by her, basically.
Yep. You can tell me whenever you're done, by the way.
Okay.
This is just for you to gain whatever information you want.
Okay. I guess. What would I roll to see if I know ways to help spirits move on? Or would I just
give me
know that,
give me a knowledge arcana check, I guess. That seems.
Arcana?
I mean, what seems fair to you? I think that's pretty fair. Knowledge arcana, like mystical sort of.
Arcana or religion, I think, would make sense, but I'll go with Arcana.
Oh no, you can do religion too. If religion makes more sense.
And then a natural 20. If it's Arcana, then it's pretty good.
Cool. I'll be right back.
Okay. Welcome.
Okay.
puppy! Yay!
Still trapped in the hallway.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not like a second for canon. You guys know what's going on here.
I know, like, we're just seeing this, like, decrepit form. We're like, should we, like, kill it?
Okay. Sorry about that. I was just pulling something out of the oven and putting it back in. Oh, crap.
Alright.
Okay. Nikki, when this is done, the food's ready. So, yeah, like I said, this will end whenever you're ready, Jordan, and initiative will start.
Okay.
Okay, so you just ask whatever questions you want from her.
Okay, I got an 18 or a 20, whichever is 20 if it's religion, 18 if it's not.
And
for knowing, I guess, how to help spirits move on, or at least, like, what would help her remember.
So,
I guess
pick which one you want. You could pick the higher one if you want.
All right, so that would be non-natural 20 for religion then.
Okay. So you know from your because you know about being a shaman, you know about spirits. You talk with spirits, right? This spirit specifically seems twisted, right? In spirit, you've heard about this. Spirits can get this way. They get locked in somewhere for thousands of years. They're not able to escape, right? And this is where they are. Many times they get twisted. And in the back of your brain, you can hear a voice which is in her voice, right? Because it seems like she can hear what you're thinking, right? And she goes, "Stay with me. Stay with me."
Do I know if there's any way to kind of...
Here, 1 second, guys. 1 sec. Give me 1 second. One second. Sorry. Here, can you hear me again? Here, sorry about that, guys. You guys all back?
Ooh.
You there? Okay. Say what you were saying. You hear a voice that says, "Stay with me. Stay with me."
I guess I was wondering if this seems just the way to kind of untwist her, I guess?
It could be. It definitely could be the way to untwist her, but she seems like she wants you to stay with her. Like I said, you tell me whenever you're done, and you're done getting information from her. What do you say?
I'm saying that in this dream for which Tanith is in, she would probably pull out her ocarina and offer to play a song with this woman to pass the time for a bit.
So you look down and you don't see any of your belongings on you.
Oh.
You don't even have a weapon.
It's embarrassing. I was hoping to play a song with you, but I don't have my instrument.
You hear the same voice over and over again, which is, "Stay with me, stay with me." And it's sort of that song is starting to come back in the story of being lost and being forgotten and then being found again to only be lost again, but still intermixed is that, "Stay with me."
I'm not sure. I might need to probably get the others.
Okay, tell me, is that all you want to say to her?
Yeah, Tanith is just kind of, the way is uncertain, and just based on her knowledge of spirits, they're kind of conflicting, I guess.
So,
how I would say it?
This is where we're going to go. Okay, everyone, roll me initiative.
Yep. Ooh. It's funny. This is my second character that's gotten too confident with those and having weird things happen. Woo!
a 19, actually.
Yeah, I know, but still have to.
Okay, and then Thomas, what is your what do you add to initiative? Larso, Thomas.
Thomas, you're muted.
He's muted.
Yeah. Hey,
What do you add to initiative?
I don't know. Do I add Constitution?
You add
Dexterity.
your dexterity.
Oh, great. That's good then. 18.
Perfect. And then that's 18. And then Tanith, what is your initiative?
13.
Okay, makes sense.
And for my familiar would be sharing my initiative, right?
Yes, it would. I don't like to do
I'm
that
not sure if
different
we can-
initiative crap.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it just goes on my turn, basically, or...
yeah, here, give me 1 second.
Okay.
I know.
I'm not sure how much my familiar can do when I myself have been bewitched, but I guess we're going to find out. I know it can't attack, but it's got some other stuff.
Okay, so starting at the top, Larso and Tom, both of you see this tendril that of just like a melting skeleton woman, right? Just of a shadow. It literally looks like a shadow, right? And it just touches her right on the head, and her eyes roll back in her head, and she just stands like straight up, right? Like she's tense, right? Like she looks like she's having like a seizure. She just stands
I'm
there
not sure if you
frozen.
guys can see what I'm doing right now, but I'm trying to imitate it.
Right. As soon as you see this,
I can't.
that's
I
when
can't do
combat
that.
starts, and you guys can choose what you want to do, okay? Okay? At the top, as you see your friend being touched, and then her just start holding like she's paralyzed.
Yep.
Ah.
I'm gonna walk in, and I'm gonna try to slice the arm
Away from
with
her?
my sword.
Perfect. Give
Yeah.
me an attack roll.
Okay. Pretty sure it's yep. $23.
Wow, yeah, you hit.
Nice.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my second spell slot to do smite,
Awesome.
or divine smite. So that's another 2d8.
Yeah.
1d8
It's like
5.
3 it's a undead, I think.
Oh, you're right.
By the way, this is one. I'm going to change the color of that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Alright, perfect.
Okay, so I have to find this. Other. Yeah, this is a undead or a fiend.
Yes, it is undead.
Okay.
So you get to roll a lot of dice.
Yeah. So that is, oh god,
Holy shit.
35 damage.
Wow, as soon as you slice this, and there's a crack of... That's radiant energy, too, right? So tell me how much of that is normal and how much of it is radiant.
Yeah, radiant.
Okay, so it's all radiant, or how much of it is...
22 is radiant.
Okay, so that's all I needed to know. So, because when you strike, you can tell that the sword kind of cuts through it, but the tendril of shadow and smoke that kind of forms a desecrated hand, right? It just sort of disappears around it, but as soon as your sword sparks with a radiant light, it just dissipates completely.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
And Jordan, you immediately feel like someone's grabbing you by like the hips and just like yanking you, right? And you fall prone on the floor right there where you're at.
Alright. I'm prone. That's my prone stance.
Sounds good.
Oh boy.
Okay. Next up, Thomas. You see your friend jump forward, slicing light, disappearing.
Cool. Mac?
Yeah? I didn't hear you. What did you say you're doing?
I didn't say anything yet. Is it my turn?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's your turn, Larso.
Oh, great. I didn't hear you. Okay, so are you ready?
Yep,
I have a
I'm ready.
visual. It's important.
Okay.
See tentacle number 2 right there?
Yeah?
I'm gonna dash over here
Okay.
behind.
So
behind
here you go 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
You want to go there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work great. I want to pull out the holy water that was given to me
Okay.
and I want to hurl it at number 2. And it looks kind of like this because I'm holding on to Az the whole time because I'm terrified. I'm just going, yeah! I put it in Discord.
The power of Christ compels you. Here.
Post that on the stream, Matt. They need to see a visual.
What?
Um,
Need to see what?
yeah,
Oh.
so should I roll for that then?
What? I don't see it. Here, give me one sec. I haven't. Yeah, okay. Here, give me 1 second. I'll get it up there. Jesus Christ, you guys. Ah, this happened again. Oh no, stop.
Exorcism.
No, I don't. No, stop. Oh well, I don't care.
What?
The words of exorcism.
Ah, no, not like this, please. Yeah. Jump out behind him, you throw it.
Yep.
And it does. I want you to roll 2d6.
Woo, yeah.
Oh wait. You need to make a ranged attack. Sorry, not a 2d6. It's a
Oh, thank
it's a
God.
1d20. Sorry.
Okay, great.
And
yeah,
it's a
'cause
de-
we did
yeah, it's
that.
It's a
Is that Dex? That's got to be Dex.
yeah, it is. So that's 12, right?
Yeah, that would be a 12.
Dude, you literally just hit it. So you throw it and it splashes right against the wall, right against like
Yes.
what the being is. And even though
Yeah.
the bottle seems to pass through the shadow, right?
Yeah.
The water inside of it, as it passes through, just you hear it burning. And now you can roll me the 2d6.
Okay, here we go. The second time. Woo! Better.
And that is radiant damage as well.
Oh.
So let me pull this up real quick. And that is a vulnerability, so that is doubled. And as it passes through it, and the shadow kind of pulls back in pain, right?
Cool.
And the bottle crashes against the wall.
Nice. That was probably the most efficient use of that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that is your action. That's your attack action. Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna use another action to just kind of like.
Okay, so if you do that, it's going to get to attack you.
No, you can use
no.
your bonus action to
You've got your
disengage.
special rogue stuff now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I also have a cunning action.
Yep, that's what they're talking about. I'm just keeping you on your feet, making sure you're learning your class.
Yep.
So you move out of the way. And then next up is this one that you just threw the bottle at, and it is going to strike out with its tendrils, and it's going to try to pass through you, and it's going to try to hit Larso. Okay?
Hey, fuck you, number 2.
So this is going to be 2 separate attack rolls, okay? The first one's for you.
The attack on Larso has disadvantage because of the spell I cast on him
Yes, it
earlier.
does. But the first one that's going to pass through is going to try to attack. It's going to go through as, so it's going to be attack roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Does... Here, 1 second. Does a 18 hit?
With my shield, that's my armor class.
So...
I don't know if my shield would do anything in this situation.
No. So it kind of just passes through you.
Okay.
And, you feel... 1 second. You feel slightly weakened. I want you to lower your armor, your strength by 1.
Okay.
Oh, no.
The point value or the modifier?
The point value.
Okay.
If you take a modifier hit, that happens. And you take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then Larso is going to try to swipe at you as well.
No.
And it does not hit.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of duck. You kind of duck under it.
Positive thinking.
I'm too big.
Oh, yeah, that's the power of a first level spell slot.
I mean, mine got me 22.
Yeah, there we go. No, so then it is this one's right next to you. Here, 1 second. This one, right here. That's number 3. And it is going to take a swipe at, it's going to try to take a swipe at, here, 1 or 2, it's going to attack, no, it's going to attack that person because they just used radiant damage. It's going to try to attack you as.
Yep.
And that hits. Your strength is lowered by another 1. And you take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then, Jordan, it is your turn.
Okay. So first I'm going to use half my movement to get back up on my feet.
Perfect.
Second thing is... Okay, so this is more for opinion thing. So my familiar has the ability to help from 15 feet away. So would that mean... So in combat, the way that helping works is that it's supposed to...
It's your reaction.
It's supposed to help someone attack a creature within 5 feet of it. Would it be able to basically help against creatures 15 feet away, or would it have to be within 5 feet? So...
Say that question one more time. It would be you're helping someone.
So,
No.
basically,
The
my
person.
familiar
The
can
person
help
just has
action
to be
from
5
15
feet away. The person just has to
Okay,
be
so-
5 feet away. Or
Okay,
15
so
feet,
it
or
has
whatever
to
it is.
be- So it has to be 5 feet away from the creature then? in
No.
order to help
The
someone.
person you're helping. It doesn't matter the person they're attacking. It's just the person they're helping.
Okay, sorry, I thought it was a little different for combat. So I would like my familiar to help Ken to give advantage on her next thing she's going to do, which is to point at number 3 there and cast guiding,
Cast what?
if that would be loud.
What do you-
Bolt.
Guiding bolt. Okay. Give
It's
me.
an attack roll.
Yep. Give me
It's
an
an
attack roll.
on my part, so I'm trying to give myself on it and work. It's fine.
Yep. Give me the damage.
Like,
Or
if that's
the
two.
attack roll.
I get the advantage my familiar helping me, or would you say that's a no?
No. Yeah, you get it. It can aid you. So
Okay,
as,
cool.
as a it's a bonus action, correct?
Alright, perfect. It's the familiar's action, so
Oh.
that'd be a 14 to hit.
Sure.
for me,
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. That's fine.
Alright,
So that is what again? 14 to hit.
14 to hit.
You hit. Roll me your damage, which is 46
It's
radiant.
46 radiant damage.
Yep.
Right.
So
Perfect.
it takes... Okay, 18 radiant
Yeah.
damage.
As soon as you hit the center, it sort of reels back, right, and just dissipates into like a little puff of smoke. But these tendrils right?
Mhm.
They are still connected through cracks in the ceiling.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
Can I just kind of shout something out as a bonus action, just
Sure.
in general, not trying to roll anything? Or,
Sure. Yeah. I said sure.
Tanith is just basically going to yell, I think there is a chance her body is in the ceiling.
Ah!
And after that, number 4 is going to pull back here like this.
I'm sorry, I just now saw the other dog you did. It's so sad. It's so sad.
He lost strength.
And
Yeah.
4 is going to swipe at you, Jordan.
Alright.
That does not hit. And then it's back up to the top. As you are feeling much
Alright,
weaker.
Oh yeah, also, oh wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say it's the one I guiding bolted, whoever attacks it next has advantage, but it's fucking dead, so never mind.
Yeah. As I was about to say, you did 36 damage to it.
I did a lot of damage.
I think rather than trying to break the ceiling, I'm just gonna take a swing at number 2 that put its tentacles through me.
Perfect. Give me an attack roll.
So I'm gonna swing with my sword
Perfect.
and kind of no additional. I'll just like mutter a prayer.
Yep.
But swing.
Swing.
15 to hit.
You hit. Roll me damage.
Nice.
I'm guessing are you smiting too? Oh wait.
I already used my spell,
Yeah.
so 9 damage.
And that's just
Normal.
Slashing.
Sorry. Slashing, piercing,
slashing, because it's a long sword, right?
slashing. Yep, slashing.
Okay. Okay, and that was to number 2, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So it looks hurt, but your sword, like I said, just sort of the shadow just kind of folds around it, like you're swinging through water or mist.
Mm.
Did it hurt it at all?
But
though?
it reels back as you swing at it, though.
Oh, okay. So it didn't like it. So it might be just less effective.
Yeah.
Then what else are you doing? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Here, one second, I'm doing something. What is that? That's all you're doing?
Yep.
There you go. The thing has changed now for you, Thomas. Thank you for your drawing.
Thanks.
Sorry, and then that's all you're doing, As. So it is next up is Larso. What are you doing?
I'm gonna dodge roll over here.
Okay.
Um,
No bonuses,
And I'm
but it's super
going-
cool.
just super cool. And I'm gonna rapier lunge at 2, I guess. I mean, I
Cool.
might as well
Remember,
try
you
it.
also get your sneak attack damage.
Because I'm here.
Wait. Before I
If
do
you
any,
hit, you get your...
wait,
But-
Mac, I actually have a super crazy idea that can I reverse or should I keep going?
Go back to the top and tell me what you want to do.
Great. Okay, I want to jump off of Az's shoulders and fly a crowbar into the ceiling.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Give me
Is that kosher?
yeah, give me an attack roll. That will be your attack action, though.
That's fine. That's fine.
We're
Just
gonna
a-
need more art.
Just a close by crack. I'm just gonna whip my crowbar out, and I'm going to use Az's shoulders as a vault.
Cool. Like I said, give me an attack action.
Go.
Well,
Okay,
no,
here
sorry.
we go.
Don't roll attack roll. I don't care.
Oh,
You hit. It's a wall.
oh, thank God.
It doesn't
we
matter.
didn't roll it.
Although, I want you to roll me your attack damage.
Attack damage for
Yeah.
a crowbar?
Sure. It's a 1d6.
Okay, cool.
Against a wall, it's a 1d6.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, add your sneak attack damage. I don't care.
I can add 2 to that, so that's a 3, I guess.
What?
I'm confused, Mag. You keep cutting out. What do you say?
Sneak attack damage.
Yeah, attack damage. For my rapier or my crowbar?
For your, you get sneak attack damage.
Oh!
No, he's adjacent.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
That
wait.
ceiling never saw it coming.
What am I... Oh, so, I'm sorry. Am I rolling? Did I already roll the d6 and I'm just adding my...
You
roll
add
another
the extra
d6.
damage to it.
Yeah. You would roll another d6.
Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. Great, so another 1. But I add 3 to that?
You
Or
add
is it
your
just
you
total?
add your dex or your strength, which is the exact same. So it'd be 4.
It'd be like
Okay,
4?
so that would...
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Okay. So you kind of hit the ceiling, and a little bit of dust falls down on you, and that's it.
Nice!
Okay. Next up is another reaching hand that's going to try to reach through you as and try to hit Larso.
God damn it.
Does a 17 hit?
Are we counting my shield?
Yes. I mean,
It
it's
does
part
not.
of your AC, so yeah.
18, so it does not.
Perfect. Larso, it's swinging it. You kind of duck under it. You ready for it this time?
Mm-hmm.
And it misses you, Larso.
What?
It misses you.
Woo!
Okay, next up is Jordan.
Okay. So, seeing the stunt that Larso just pulled and having ideas, would I be able to try the same thing?
Do you have like a cantrip to like throw at it?
No, I've got a spear though.
Sure, I'm gonna say you can jump up and just jab your spear at it, or like swing the butt
Alright.
of your spear at it.
Alright. So the nice thing is, because I have my spirit animal with me, I get to use wisdom for attacks.
Yes, you do.
Because of the boon that I took.
Just attack it. Just give me your damage roll.
It'll be right. It's just damage.
It's a wall.
Okay.
I
It's
don't.
just a wall.
I hit the ceiling. I hit that ceiling so darn good.
The glass ceiling is gone.
5 damage to the ceiling
At plus your strength, right?
with my spear.
Oh, it's 5 total. There's definitely
Yeah.
cracks in the ceiling, but it's still
Alright.
holding. Dust still falls over everyone.
Alright.
And it
because,
sees-
Teppan is not allowed to attack, it will use its help action to help out Larso on his next turn, assuming he wants to do the same thing.
Okay.
Yes, crowbar attack!
So,
This
yeah,
one
so
right
you'll have
here.
advantage with your crowbar attack if you're going to do that again on your next turn. And that'll be mine and Teppan's turn.
Okay, it's gonna shoot forward at you, Jordan, and it's gonna swing
Alright.
at you.
Alright, brace myself.
Yep, you are hit.
Okay.
You lose 2 strength.
Okay.
Thanks.
I don't have a lot of that to spare, guys.
And you take 4 necrotic damage.
Okay. The nice thing is I'm resistant to necrotic damage. I take 2.
There you are. Alright,
And
top of the
I have
round.
to roll a concentration check.
Oh, yes.
So I forget, for concentration checks, is it considered a constitution save, or is it just...
Yeah, it's a
straight
constitution
up?
saving throw. Yeah,
Okay, so I'm proficient with those.
exactly.
So
That's why
should be-
having your constitution is
Oh, I
nice.
forgot about that one.
So, as soon as you're hit, you're surprised by it.
Yeah,
And you
so
feel
I'm
that
not
bewitching
concentrating on
song. And
the- Larso,
Thomas,
you're not protected anymore. I lost that spell.
you feel a little bit less protected from good and evil.
I'm just as terrified.
It's cool. I'm saving my last spell slot for healing.
Alright, so, top of the round, Az, what are you doing?
I'm going to, seeing everyone else jump off of me and hit the ceiling, I will slash the ceiling.
Cool. Give me
It's
damage.
gonna be great when it turns out to be an entirely pointless thing we're doing.
Find out. Oh, and
Is he able to reach the ceiling?
Sure. He jumps up and swings. I don't care.
whoops, that was the wrong
Oh
thing.
my God.
Yeah, damage
Wait,
roll.
why did it roll so many dice?
I don't know.
Wait.
Well,
Mine.
I
Mine
don't know
still
if you've
says
seen the
1d8,
animated
so-
dice that we have set up, basically like a million d6s rolled at the same time as the d8.
Oh, on the table.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
you
it's
can have animated
12.
dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under the options.
So,
Oh.
Asgarth, you swing at the ceiling, and your sword strike just makes it crumble, right? And the hole, the cracks that had been, like, shadows had been coming out of, right, crumbles completely on the floor, and you see just a skeleton fall to the ground,
Smack!
and it's sort of like, but it's completely desecrated, completely, like, it's white bone, right? And you see, like, a couple bugs crawl around away from it. But
Oh!
from the mouth of the skeleton, the two shadows are coming out of it.
Huh.
Hmm.
Wait, is it my turn?
Yep. Unless Az wants to do anything else.
No, I'm good here.
Patrick, did you see my new art?
Yeet!
I like how I look more and more like a genie.
I just love how you totally unamused
I
by
like how he's
everything.
fucking... I like how he's shirtless. He just makes that
Me
one
too.
on.
It's too much to draw close. That costs extra on Patreon.
There you go.
Oh, he's a little skeleton
God.
now.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, ew.
Okay, that's where it falls.
Okay.
Okay. Is Larsa, what are you doing?
I kind of want to just stop on the skeleton's skull. I just want to smash the skull with
Show
my
me how
foot.
you get there.
Okay. I hop off of Az's back. I'm smashing the skull.
Technically, you have advantage on smashing the skull because
Give
my stick is
me
helping you.
an attack roll.
I don't know how he's helping you, but damn it, he is.
Let's try it. Oh, God.
I
Also-
you imagine that when he's using the help action, his
Okay.
eyes kind of spooky glow.
Yep, so give me an attack
Yes!
roll. Oh.
Crit fish! Crit fish!
Roll me another one, Thomas.
Another one?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Oh, my God. I could get it.
Just crit fish. Just crit fish. We
Get
got
it.
Come on.
Okay.
Aww.
Okay,
That's pretty good.
so now I want you to roll me a... So, well, actually, you don't roll me anything because it's an unarmed attack, unless you wanted to, like, stab at it or something.
I kind of just want to stop on it. Like, I know I could do... I just kind of want to stop
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah,
what's your
okay.
strength?
Not super... I mean, it's a 14, so plus 2, I guess.
Okay, so you deal 3 damage to the skull. And
Okay.
it just cracks a little bit, but it's still under your boot.
Oh, no, they're going to be very mad at me.
They are. You can see the tendrils under your feet kind of like pulse with rage.
But it was cool. Cool.
It's cool.
Oh,
I have my I have my spell
Oh.
slot saved for healing.
wait.
You're gonna be fine.
Hey, Mac.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I was checking the food.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I do have a cunning action.
Yeah, okay. So that's a
So I'm going to
bonus.
use my quick thinking and agility, and I'm going to...
Disengage
I'm going to disengage.
and go where? So you've gone 5, 10. Sorry,
Yeah,
you've gone 15 feet because you moved through an ally's
Alright.
zone area.
5, 10, 15 back
Perfect.
here.
That's your movement.
Sure.
Okay. Next up is number 2, who seems very angry, and you see a tendril flick out at you through its friend and try to attack you. A 17 hits, I believe.
On me?
Yep, that definitely hits.
Yeah.
Okay. You lose 2 strength. So I believe you are at...
Wait, what did I... Sorry, you cut out.
You lost 2 strength.
Okay.
Okay. And you take 6 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Okay, how much strength and how much necrotic?
2 strength.
2 strength,
How much necrotic?
6 necrotic.
Okay. 6? Okay.
Yeah, so you're at 5 hit points. Okay? Jordan, it's your turn.
Stop on the skull!
Yeah, seeing that gesture, I will just kind of strafe around here, and I will just lift up my spear and just smack it down on the skull.
Okay,
Cool.
give me an attack roll.
And, you know what, Teppan will give me advantage. My save
No.
is going to help me.
Oh, yeah, because it already happened. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I like these dice, man. I like having the... I like having them on the
That's
table.
a non-natural 20 to hit the skull.
Perfect. Now give me a damage roll.
Okay.
Yes!
7 damage.
That's
You
nice. That's good.
you
That's hot.
stab the spear straight through the where the cranium is, right? Right
Yeah.
through the
Nice.
forehead, right where it touched you. And it sinks in, and the shadows sort of coalesce. Here, you guys are out of combat, by the way.
Oh.
The shadows kind of coalesce back into the skull, right? Like it rushes right back into the mouth, and then just a little wisp of smoke that sort of seems... Jordan, only you can see this, too, by the way.
Yep.
It seems like a womanly figure coming, like, in like a sort of like gasp of like slightly blue, cold air out of the mouth, and a hand reaching out to you once more, and there's a smile on her face as she just sort of puffs out.
That's easy now.
Oh,
She's happy with
it got rid of it.
Say that.
1
She
second.
fucking violated us.
Yeah, it's because you're just crazy, mad, ghosty.
Yep. So you guys are in. What do you guys want to do? You see this body right here.
Okay, I'm gonna say, that was fucking gross.
I feel like we should at least give it a proper burial, not just in a ceiling, actual grave, or at least cremate it. I don't know what the proper funeral rites are here.
I was gonna say, I have some oil and a lantern.
Perhaps we should ask the priest for that. I know some funeral rites. I'm not sure what the proper ones would be.
Give me a knowledge religion check. All of you.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Also, I feel like
Oops.
since Az knows Elvish,
Uh,
would he get an advantage on that?
Sure, I'll
Yeah,
give it to you.
I got a 19 either way. It's
I'll give it to you,
taking a moment
Az.
load up, but that's what my
Nice.
dice was.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
there it is.
rolled
Okay, 19.
a 10.
11.
Or a 4, I mean, either, whatever. I accidentally rolled the first one.
Here, I'm putting something up for you, Thomas.
Yes?
I need to find a better way to do this, but that's as good as it's going to get. Do you see it pop up for you? It should be coming up on the stream right
Oh, on the stream.
now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there it
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
So,
Go!
perfect. You guys, specifically you, Jordan, right? You've
Yep.
heard something about these these ancient Elvish funeral rites. It's something that was always strange to you because how did your culture get rid of the dead?
Oof. I imagine it kind of depended because Tanith's culture didn't really have a big taboo on necromancy, so they probably mostly did just some kind of a specific burial tomb type of thing, depending on your status in the culture, I guess.
And it was weird to you because you're taught to keep the body whole, possibly so it could be used later, right? But the elves, they burn their bodies.
Okay.
But specifically, they burn the bodies in the open air.
Okay. I think that we need to bring her body up, and we need to burn it outside properly. And I think that would ensure that this does not happen again.
And all of you that want to check the room out can give me an investigation roll.
I'll take out I have a bedroll, and I'm just gonna lay all the bones on it and just roll it up, and then put it in my bag. I have acquired skeleton.
Shove the books in your bag. I don't know if that is. Can my familiar help me investigate?
What did you say?
Can Tepton help me investigate?
Sure, get advantage on it.
Alright. Familiars are awesome, I love them. Good. 16 for investigation, then.
You see something rather strange. You kind of are feeling around the room, and no one got high enough. You feel around the room, and you kind of touch a part of the wall that sort of moves, right? So you push aside of it, and it opens up, and inside of it you see a little chest.
Okay. I'll reach in and pull out the chest.
And inside of it, you find you open it up, right?
Yeah, if it's not locked.
It's not locked. You immediately open it up.
Okay.
As soon as you open it up, inside there is a little note which you cannot read. You open it up, it makes no sense to you.
Can either of you read this? I show them the note.
Thomas can't, as can. He swears, he's like, this looks so familiar, it looks so similar to Elvish, but I can't read it. Then, underneath the note, as soon as you pull it out, you see a knife. And it's made from bone.
A knife?
Yeah, it's made from bone. Like, it seems like an animal bone, old with age, right?
Yeah.
And it's got like a flax handle, like delicately woven.
Okay.
And you pick up the knife, and underneath the knife clinks a small ring.
Okay, I'll look at the ring.
The ring is made of, like, it looks like someone, like, transmuted, like, a piece of wood to encompass...
You're cutting out a bit.
You see... Sorry, I'll restart. You see a ring that is a piece of wood, right? And I'm also pausing, so that might also be why you think I'm doing it. It's a piece of wood that seems to be...
pause, the mic kind of messes up.
Yeah. It's a piece of wood that seems to be encompassing a rough-cut ruby.
Okay. Okay. Does it just seem to be pretty, or does there seem to be any kind of special significance to it, or?
Ooh.
You don't see anything on it.
Oh, wait, would that work? Can I cast Divine Sense on it?
Yeah. Can you read me what that does real quick?
Yep. As an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense... you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of a celestial fiend or undead. That's it. Oh, it looks like it's more like the presence of something. You can. Oh, wait, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell.
Oh, with the hallowed spell?
Hallow, yeah.
Hallow.
I just got to look up what that is real quick.
Yeah.
No, you don't sense anything necessarily, but I will say, just because I don't want you to just waste this, it does both items.
I've got 3 uses.
I know. I want to
Okay.
give you something for using that and thinking of it. Both the knife and the ring feel magical, but you can't. Your spell that you've cast, right, doesn't determine what the magic is.
The magical
just
properties.
that there is something there, right? You sense something from both of them.
Okay. I relay that to both.
Okay. There's, I am uncertain if we should place these with her body or if we should hold on to them for now. It is possible that then Rodrigo might be able to know something about it. But
Yes, perhaps they might be able to have magics that can assist us.
So,
Yeah,
what are you guys doing? You've basically scraped this room clean.
I think probably. Do we want to hold on to the knife and like the letter and the ruby and stuff for now, and just?
I'm cool with hanging on to it.
I think hold on to those for now. If we decide later that we should burn them, we can burn them. It'll just be a little bit late. We'll send a nice apology note with them.
As
But for now, at least we need to burn her body upside.
as you know that these look elvish in nature, and you know that none of the priests are going to be happy to see this.
So we should keep it hidden, I say.
Yeah. Is there any way that does the skeleton look like? Is there distinct bone differences for elves?
Yes.
Well, I'll pack it in a bedroll and then like hide it in my pack.
Cool.
Okay.
So
I
Jordan,
think we should just,
Jordan, I want you to add to your equipment, say, indistinct elvish ruby ring.
okay.
So indistinct elvish ruby
And-
ring, and then
Okay.
elvish bone dagger. Just so you know you have it.
Bone dagger.
And
okay.
then letter elvish. Sorry. So
And the letter.
letter. Yeah, just write letter. And
I'll write letter and then elvish for the question mark
Yep.
because we're not sure.
I also want you to write amber. Like it's just a little like chest. Like it's tiny. Like it could fit in 2 of your hands.
All right, tiny chest.
Amber chest.
Okay.
It's made of ornate amber.
I'll put the. All right, I'll put the stuff back and I'll just kind of put it in my pack for now, I guess.
Perfect. Okay. Now you guys are.
I'll kind of wrap it up in my own bedroll and stuff in my pack and just kind of smuggle it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What I was wondering is on like the bones of the woman. Do they seem to be like? Do elven bones look different from human bones? Or would we just have to tell the
Give me a
priest?
medicine check. Anyone who wants to look at it.
Okay, I'm good at medicine.
Sure.
I can do that. Ah, damn it, so close. 12?
And do you touch the bones at all?
Natural 20 for me.
I don't particularly want to touch them right now, so I'm just looking.
Cool. As
I got a 21.
as you're looking at them, you can tell that they're elvish, but you can see that it's so slight that unless someone was like really knew what they were looking for, they probably wouldn't see the difference between an elf and a human. Maybe a little taller than a regular human, maybe a little bit more slender in stature.
And can I tell that this was a
Yep, you can also tell it's a
woman?
female. You had a really great medicine check. The pelvis is a little wider. No, that's not a joke. That's for real.
Yeah, I know it's for real.
I've watched
I don't know why it makes
Bones,
me laugh.
okay?
I'm so immature. It's just what it comes down to.
Her birthing canal is real wide.
Yeah.
Rose, can I help you?
All right.
Right.
One sec.
And then I want to, before we go up, I'm just going to explain, we should probably keep it to ourselves that this was potentially elvish in nature. We do know that, I do know that this city does not cater to elves well at all.
Here, sorry, one sec.
Yeah.
That
That's a
does
good
make
call.
sense. I suppose if the priests ask any questions, we could perhaps give them a glimpse, but not enough for them to tell of the bones, and simply say that. Well, no, then they might insist on some other burial rites. It's probably simply better to say that we got rid of the spirit and that it should not trouble them anymore.
Agreed.
I don't know if there are very many places around here where we could easily, burn a body without causing some distractions.
If anything, I can hold on to it until we leave the city.
And I think the sooner the better, but that could work.
Here, one second, guys. Someone put something in the chat real quick, so I'm... That looks super sketchy.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
That looks very sketchy. Nah. Whoever sent that, it looks very sketchy, so I'm not gonna click that. But thank you very much for taking some time. If you're designing something, if you send me a message or something, or try to help me find a better way to look at it, I'd love to look at it for you. But well, sketchy. That's of Colin V680. So thanks a lot. Anyway, what were you guys saying? You guys take it out of the...
Yeah, we're just going to hide the skeleton, hide the other stuff, and just tell the priests, problem solved, shouldn't bother you anymore. If we can find somewhere to burn the body in the open without causing too much of a commotion, that'd be cool. But if not, we're just might have to hold on to it until we can leave the city for a while.
Gross.
It'd be better to do it in nature
It
than
would
in
be.
the city life.
It would be, probably. Would we be able to, just go out of town, a mile or two and do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the morning when we came in, so we might have time.
Yeah.
Time.
You guys don't necessarily know what time it is right now because you've been down here, but you can guess it hasn't been too long. So you guys exit,
Yeah.
you get to the door, you guys walk all through, you go through the sarcophagi room, and then the worship room, and then the other sarcophagi room, up the stairs, and you go to the door, you try to pull it, you're like, oh, it's locked, and you knock on the
I knock on
door,
the door.
and a couple seconds later, you hear, oh, I'm coming, and he unlocks, he goes, whoa, is everything okay?
We seem to have eliminated the problem.
Oh, eliminated. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, come with me. And he sort of shepherds you up out of the hole in the ground.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Follow.
And he sort of leads you back into the sitting room, and he goes, well, as for your payment, and he holds out a purse, like a coin purse, to give it to you.
Okay.
And in it, you find 75 gold.
Alright, so 25 for each of us.
Yeah.
That makes up for the holy water that I used. That was good.
And he goes, and if I... That's about it. I thank you so much. I hope that if there's anything else I can do for you, you can tell me.
Of course.
And we won't speak a word of this to anyone.
Wait, can I look at him in the eyes and say, I won't speak a word of any of this as long as I get a big hug.
He kind of goes up to you and pats you on the back very awkwardly, and he goes, stay safe, my brother.
You too.
He says, let the Lord of the people guide your path.
Cool. Oh, well.
Just give a cheerful little wave as we leave.
So, what else do you guys want to do? You guys exit. You can kind of tell from through the courtyard and stuff that it's about like 1 o'clock right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, it's early, but I just fought some ghosts, man. I'm done. Pooped.
I think it would be best to, take care of the rest before we leave, or before we rest for the night. I would not want her coming back in the morning and angry with us.
Oh yeah, especially since we have her, the rest of her skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys,
let's see.
which way are you heading out?
I want to find somewhere where we can just kind of wander out of the city.
Which way? You can go. You can go. Sorry. You can go
Can we go by
west.
set side?
Yeah, you can go west out through set side, or you can go up north through the gates.
Well, that's the north port, so probably not there.
Yeah. Side it is.
I would not want to carry a body through the court, that's for sure.
You guys walk down. You leave set side, and this is the first time that you guys have been outside of town ever in this session.
Do they have customs? Do we have to work?
No,
Do we have to worry about customs?
people are walking in and out of the town. The gate's wide open. Guards are kind of just checking people every once in a while.
Well, we have a guard with us, so it shouldn't be too hard.
He's not dressed like a guard now, though.
Yeah, let me put my uniform on real quick.
We just kind of stand guard awkwardly outside of an alleyway while he's changing.
And as you guys walk out of the gate, by the way, you look out to your right and you see the stretches, which are the slums. And you continue walking down, and before you know it, if you guys... How far are you walking? Like a mile?
A good length, I guess, to where it's like a decent amount of wilderness.
Right, so you're not just
away
burning
from
a
the city.
body out by the side of the road or something, you know?
Yeah, no, we want to be like a couple miles away, at least where
Okay.
like if people notice, we could just say it's some like special, I don't know, weird picnic ritual. I don't know. We'll figure it out if it happens.
Picnic ritual.
I'm a foreigner. You guys don't know what we do in Cataclysm.
Yes, a picnic ritual.
Yeah.
So, as you guys sort of walk out, off to your sort of like northwest, you can sort of start seeing, the Tibari Hills, in the distance, and they're pretty far off in the distance, like 50 miles off.
Okay.
But they're pretty large hills that you can kind of just start seeing. Sorry, I said 50 miles. I didn't mean to say that much. That is my bad. It's like 30. It's like 30 miles. You can just sort of start to see it lift up, the ground lift up. And you get just far enough out. There isn't really any like trees or forests or anything, but you do follow alongside the river Matau. And you guys find a pretty good spot. Every once in a while, you'll see a couple like merchants or travelers come down the road. But you can, if you wanted to, you could walk off away from the river into just a little bit of grassland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. What do you guys want to do?
Alright, so just a little spot of grassland. We make a fire.
With?
Yeah.
I have
I've got a tinderbox.
Yeah.
Not what a tinderbox
Oil.
is. Oil. There we go. That'll work.
Oh, man,
So
he wants us
it'll
to cut down
take
a
a bottle.
tree.
It'll take a.
I have 50 feet of
I have a hand axe to cut down a tree.
You could find a tree around, but you actually touching the bones. They're so bone dry. They're like, if you were to roughly move them, they would start cracking and crumbling in your hands. So you put them on the ground.
Just the oil and
You
fire will be
you
enough
pour
then.
the oil
Yeah.
over top of it. Thomas gets his phosphorus match out again for his torch. Strikes it. Sort of, you guys say, couple moments of silence, you very much hurt me, poor spirit, and then you drop the match on the body. Anyone want to say anything?
Go ahead.
Tanith will actually, she'll just kind of quietly hum the song that she heard earlier. She won't say the words, she's just humming the melody.
Of the song that she heard before?
The song that the woman was singing.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a performance check.
I'll say in
Oh,
Elvish, like, please rest, Ancient One. Which sounds a little strange coming from a tusked mouth.
Give me a performance check.
12 for performance for just my humming.
Cool. Yeah,
Wait, if this has to do with spirits, I technically have advantage.
it's above average.
That's one of my shaman abilities, is that you have advantage on charisma checks to interact with spirits and the dead. With this
Perfect.
count?
Cool. Advantage. Do it.
Nice.
Okay.
One more.
13, I get one better.
It's a little better than average. It sounds pretty nice.
Slightly better.
As your words go out
Performance as well?
into the... I was joking. But you can if you want.
Oh, no, I always mix up, like, as you guys and then as.
Sorry. Asgarth. If you wanted to, you could give me a performance, but you don't have to. It was a joke.
I got a +2 in it.
Let's go.
13.
Yeah.
Twinsies.
Yeah. Hey,
Yay!
it's a pretty nice thing. You drop the match, hits the oil, and it just bursts into, like, green flame. And for a couple moments, it's too bright to look at. But as you look back, the oil has subsided away from the bones, and all you see is just a thin layer of dust on the ground.
Alright. Done.
I suppose that settles that. Would you be able to sense and make sure that she is gone?
Yeah. I'll use my second divine sense.
Perfect. Here, sorry, what's that? Divine sense? You don't sense anything.
Okay.
Alright.
It seems their spirit is gone.
Okay.
I guess we head back to town then and take a night off.
Yes, it's been a hectic few days.
Yeah, jeez Louise.
Yes, then.
Okay. And no more super spooky mode, by the way, so I'll get rid of that for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank
I could
goodness.
turn my lights on, but I'm probably going to go to bed after this anyway, so there's no point.
Yep. So you guys head back to the tavern. You kind of go by the main roads. You get to Chichio's, and inside, it is fairly empty. There's maybe one guy in there nursing a drink on his lunch break.
Very good.
Chichio goes, "You guys look like death." Ha ha ha.
Chichi, I'm gonna keep looking like death if you don't give me a goddamn.
He goes, "Looks like you need it." And he's like, "You want what do you want?"
What's the strongest thing you have?
He's like, "You drank it last night." And he pours out another thing of clear and passes it across the bar to you.
I immediately down it.
You guys do all that sort of
Just
stuff,
for-
drinking, anything like that. Do you guys want to do anything for the rest of the day?
No. I think that probably covers it. I'd probably, if Ven and Rodrigo come back, Tanith would ask them, probably kind of fill them in a little bit. But,
Okay.
in private, she's not going to, say it out in the public middle room where anyone can hear. But in private, she would probably fill them in and ask them, about the letter and stuff. But that we can save for next session.
Yeah.
Just in case
I
they're actually
know
make it back for that.
Rodrigo is gonna want to hear about the Elvish thing. So
Yeah, that's kind of what she's thinking based on him showing off the crop ears and stuff way back 2 days ago.
yep. So I'm gonna call the session there. If there's anything you guys want to do right away, before I kind of close it out, I'm gonna say it's 2 o'clock. There.
Okay.
Tanith would probably, I don't know, we're probably going to take a rest after this anyway, just because we went through hell, but she would probably pat Larso in the back and cast Cure Wounds on him.
I am
He took a bit more.
I'm a sad, hurt boy. I have one final.
You get 4 hit points back from my gentle head patting.
Yay! I have a final drawing to cap.
Yes.
That's fun.
Let's see it.
Oh my god.
I just sent it to Discord.
Oh my god, look at everything.
Oh, here, I
What
gotta.
happened to my ponytail?
Here, I gotta put that
Oh
up.
shit, I forgot you. You're so right.
Here, I gotta put that up. Oh, oops, wrong one.
That's our ending for this stream, and it's gonna be our opening for the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, give me 1 cent.
There's so many thumbnails here, Mac.
I know, they're so good.
I need to give you. I forgot your ponytail. I totally watched my own character design for you.
He sacrificed it to the fire. It's
Oh,
fine.
come on.
We needed more Tinder. We
I like
needed
how it
more
turned you
Tinder
into-
to the fire.
Just this box man.
Yeah. I just look like a golem.
Yeah, it's funny.
He looks a little bit like a Cinderblock from Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's heavily inspired by.
Or like the very similar character from Thor Ragnarok. I can't remember his name.
Yes.
The guy's like, well, hey
I
guys.
know who you're talking
The
about.
guy
I
who's
can't remember
voiced
his
by
name either.
Taika Waititi.
Yep.
Okay, here you go. It's gonna take up the entire screen. I look like a noob who doesn't know what he's doing.
It's a perfect way to end the stream, though.
Mhm.
Eh,
Oh no!
it's so large.
Woo.
Jesus.
So big. So much of an ass.
I could really drop Patrick with some clothes one of these
Dude,
days.
this is so large. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
No, I need the
It's more naked every
naked
time.
apron.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my lord.
Why is it so big?
It's so cursed.
Oh god!
This is a cursed image. Oh my.
Wait, how can it be that big?
Because.
There's no way.
Oh, shit.
my God.
Oh my lord.
Something has gone horribly wrong.
I lost it.
Yeah, what?
Here.
What?
We assure you, it's a beautiful picture, audience. It's
Oh my god. What happened?
Here. Oh. I'm trying to figure that
oh
out.
god, there I see a glimpse of it.
Yeah, that didn't work exactly like I wanted it to. Oops.
Yeah, can I hang on? I'm gonna try something weird. I'm not sure if it'll work. I'm gonna.
Here. That was very cursed. I'm so sorry.
Cursed. Cursed.
See if this will work. Yeah, I'm gonna change my camera to just be the screen share of the image, and it will hopefully load up in a minute.
Yeah, yeah,
Cursed
that'll work. Oh god, that's also cursed. Oh no.
Oh, jeez,
Did it not
everything
work?
is
Oh.
cursed.
It
Did
works.
it not work?
No,
This
it
is-
works.
This is a very cursed session, guys. I'm so sorry, but
Yeah, between the power outages and the ghosts and
it's all my fault.
Scary time.
It's all my fault. Anyway, thank you guys for all being here. I think that's
Yeah.
there we go. You can kind of see it.
Thank you.
yeah.
That's them all standing around doing their thing.
I don't know why, but I always love like the blank deadpan expressions.
That's what Thomas does best. All right.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much. If you guys are
original.
if you guys are still hanging out right now in chat, I haven't been looking. Thanks to everyone who's watching at the moment. If you have, take a couple seconds and go to the follow right now, right above me in Twitch, and follow Polymac1. Helps you see when the stream comes on, so that when it comes on, you can choose to tune in whenever you want. It also helps us sort of gain a following, so that later we can maybe move into something else. If you also want to support us, make sure to go on to youtube.com and look up the Role Players Podcast, spelled exactly the same as right there. You can find all of our stuff. You can get caught up. You can, if you miss a future stream, we always post our videos right away that night, so that you can watch it literally the next day and be caught up for the next stream. I think right now Mondays are a pretty good day for all of us, so keep that in your books for just Mondays is when we typically stream, but it might change. So thank you guys once again. If anyone wants to plug anything real quick right before we're done. feel free.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
Yeah, I'm good too.
I want to plug this right here. Shout out to Wrap Snacks with Fetty Wap.
Nice.
This stream sponsored by Rat Snacks.
Dude, Wrap Snacks, get a hold of me. Fetty Wap.
Beyond Wrap Snacks.
Fetty Wap, get a hold of me. I need you, bud. We need you. Thank you. That's my plug.
I don't have any plugs right next to me, otherwise I would.
Hey, plug my wife. Thank you so much, Nikki, for being who you are. Oh, the
I need to plug
sauce.
my wife.
I got lost in the sauce.
I do love you, though.
No,
I'm
I
pretty
know.
sure I have some earplugs somewhere in my room, but I don't feel like getting them right now.
Whatever. All right. Anyone else want to plug anything?
No, that's a great way to
All right.
end.
Thank you guys so much. Make sure to follow us all. Look everyone else up and tune in next time. Thanks, guys.
Show gang.
Bye.